Hey you! Do you like Starloss? Do you like dice? Of course you do. Now come here. I got something to show you.
Starlost Seas is officially partnering with Dice Goblin to help bring more dice to more tables. How are we doing that? Well, Dice Goblin is currently preparing to run their first Kickstarter to produce their very first line of unique dice. And can we just say, these are some good looking dice. But that's not all. If you sign up for the Kickstarter mailing list by going to the link down in the description below or by going to dicegoblin.co.uk/Starlost, you can get a Starlost exclusive 20% off coupon for everything in the Dice Goblin store. Think of all the dice and what you could do with them. Roll some nat 20s, roll some nat 1s, take the dice out on a date, put them in your mouth. Disclaimer, don't put the dice in your mouth. We really don't want to get sued. Feed your ever-growing collection as you ask yourself, why? Why do I keep doing this? The dice have overtaken my home. My dog is now made of dice. I don't even play that many D&D games. What have I done? Where did I go wrong in life? But who cares about that? Look at the cute characters for the Kickstarter dice. So sign up for the mailing list for the Dice Goblin Kickstarter today by going to dicegoblin.co.uk/Starlost and get yourself some cool dice. And thank you to Dice Goblin for making this video possible. And without further ado, enjoy the rest of the episode.
Hello everybody, welcome back to Starlost Seas. I'm Cryolane, and this is the party! Twinktania's finest until we come up with a better name.
Which we will.
Help.
Cool.
Alright, so.
Hey, Pulse, you're sitting too far down. I'm gonna need you for the camera and the editing. I need you to, raise your posture a little bit. It won't work well.
It's not his fault he wants to be comfortable.
I agree with that, but unfortunately it's not up to us.
Oh god. Just someone needs to take that soundboard away from you. Anyways, last time on Starlost Seas, we saw the party make their grand return to Twinktania. It has developed a little since they were last there. One of the most major developments at current is that there are about 5,000 to 6,000 refugees from the Westwood who are occupying the woods around Twinktania. Also, the next biggest development is the fact that just as the planes broke in Sanctuary due to the use of the cannon, it seems that they have broken everywhere, as now there are remnants of the elemental plane of air that have crossed over into material plane at Twinktania. Giant floating masses of rock have made their way from the home plane of our very own Lotus and Dolus. And so, at the beginning of their visit back home, the birds set off, did a quick loop around town to check on all of the floating islands, where they discovered a seemingly infinite magical wellspring coming from one, and coming from another, they found a griffin, a whole griffin, that's just kind of hanging out. Currently a little freaked out by the fact that it got magically jumped plane. They left it alone, returned this information back to Twink, who was told that the boar have returned to the island of Twinktania in full measure, as was alluded to the last time they were in Twinktania. And there was that question the last time you guys were here of, how did so many boar come back when we only left like 5 alive? And the answer is, something has happened to the boar. When a full-sized boar eats, it just sort of mitosis splits off another little boar. Like a mogwai, or my inspiration was actually from Star Trek. It was the Tribbles.
Oh.
Yeah, they're just little puffballs, and when they eat, another little puffball falls off of them and becomes a new Tribble. And so the boar are like that now. So there were several hundred boar on the island, which was a massive increase from the about 30 or 40 when you left last. And so you took some time to hunt them, everybody but Twink, taking out about 80. And then you returned, ready to eat your fill, although you are eating your fill with a bit of trepidation, as you are still on the hunt for Vala, the poisoner sister of Lorelei, who is according to Lorelai, out to kill her and anybody associated with her. And so all of you have been eating food almost exclusively created by Dolus for the last 4 days. You had your first meal not made by Dolus, but before you could check it for poison, it was cleansed of any poison by Mara. So we have no idea whether or not that was poisoned and whether or not Vala has gotten to any of your food or drinking supplies. There was a little bit of a scuffle between Mara and Doc. Doc, feeling a little dejected after that and after some harsh words from Madame Auvert, decided to go on a walk. Well, the meeting adjourned, with everybody agreeing that tomorrow Lorelai would help the group find Vala. And, trying to see if I've missed anything. Huon and Dormo are working on repairing the airship. There are, Vilvam is the counselor from the Westwood who is present. Yes, Dolus. What do you think I'm missing?
Dolus and Lotus went to go see Alina on the ship.
Yes, Dolus. And then we closed off after they went to go to the ship on, he's been looking at the camera this whole time waiting for me to say it. Noah, Doc walked off to clear his head, get a little air, and as the nightly fog rolled in, Aldrich alerted him to some threat nearby. Before he could react, he smelled something acrid and rotting and buckled to his knees, retching. And as he fell to his knees, vines reached up and wrapped around him, pinning him to the ground, as a pair of feet he assumed to be Vala walked up and asked him whether or not he had, or not asked him, told him that she knew he had spoken to little Lorelai. And that is where we ended our session. Twink and Mara are asleep, the birds are off to the ship, and Doc, you are behind and between some of the structures in Twinktania, pinned to the ground, sort of on your hands and knees, with vines wrapped all the way up to your shoulder, and completely pinning your calves to the ground. Aldrich is down next to you in his pseudo-dragon form, just every limb pinned down and a really tight vine, like, constricting his neck.
I assume this is a screaming you die type of situation?
Oh, I mean, you can scream all you want, and then... I mean, I don't have to kill you. I might. Might be fun.
Could you not?
Well, I mean, are you gonna scream?
No.
Then maybe not. So, you talked to my sister. You watch as she kind of like sits down crisscross in front of you. She's still in her young elf form. And she kind of just like leans in and she goes, "So, what'd she say?"
That your crazy bitch will kill us with a thought?
So she described herself?
Yeah, kinda.
Yeah. She's
Starting
really
to
good
think
at
it runs
that.
in the family.
No. I just wanted to talk.
Okay.
I mean, look, if I wanted you dead, I could have killed you at any point.
Yeah, God.
Could have killed you, it could have killed everyone on the ship. I could have just destroyed the ship, really, if I wanted. The whole process of alchemy also involves making bombs, so, somewhat familiar with that.
Right.
And I mean, you didn't find me for 3 days. I think I had plenty of time to sabotage your ship if I wanted to.
Yeah.
No, I just wanted to see this nice little town. Look at it. I heard that Lorelai was an admiral, and I expected a bit more, to be honest. Is this like a colony or an outpost, or is this it?
This is it, as far as I know.
Yeah, I mean, that's what I kind of gathered walking around, but I was really hoping. Disappointing, but it'll have to do.
For what?
What do you mean, for what?
Just a new place to set up shop?
new place to set up shop, new place to have a little bit of fun, mess with my sister a bit, cause a little fun. You're a sibling, you know what it's like. Sometimes you just gotta rough them up a bit.
Yeah?
It's weird for you, though, considering your sister and you are one person.
Yeah, you would know that.
Oh, I know everything. I've, been watching you all
around.
for like a week now.
Right.
Yep. And you watch as you're like, right, and you look back up at her, and she is that elf you asked about changing your clothes.
Fuck!
And you go, fuck, and you look up again, and she's Frankie.
Fuck!
She goes, yeah, I can really be anybody.
What the hell are you?
I'm the one in charge of the conversation. Now, what are you?
Confused?
Fair. Here. Look. I want to help you. You seem a little left out of the rest of the group. A little awkward. Sort of tacked between all of those people who joined in Tia and the whole main officers of the ship.
Yeah. Okay. No. War
You're like the
started.
middle child, which I get. I'm not the middle. I'm off of the middle, but it's the same vibe.
Okay.
So, what I want is your help sending a message. And here, look, I'll make this super easy for you. She cracks her knuckles and she casts something, and you are immediately aware that you are in a zone of truth.
Shit. Okay.
I don't want to hurt you.
What about Lorelei?
I will make no promises. At the end of the day, she is my sister, and I might go a little lenient because... But it really depends on her. And how I'm feeling. Try to hold that one in there, but... Truth.
Right. How is any of this supposed to help me?
Can give you things. Give you potions, charms, power. What? What do you want?
I just want to...
I could kill that little gnome. He really kind of gives you a bit of a rough time.
Yeah, his heart's in the right place, unfortunately.
Is it? Is it really? He kind of seems like an asshole.
He is, until it comes down to it. Then he does what he needs to do.
Oh, okay. Anybody else you want me to kill? Poison, love potion?
No?
A really bad day in the toilet. I have a whole range of things.
I just want to fix what's wrong with me and my sister.
Can work on that. Alchemy can do a lot of things. But for now, let's just call it, I'll owe you a favor, and all you have to do, she reaches into a pouch, she pulls out an apple. Really nice, like Granny Smith apple, and she puts it down in front of you, she goes, just eat this. And it won't kill you. It won't even hurt. And you know I'm telling the truth.
But you will kill me if I don't eat it.
Oh, at the very least, I'm going to wipe your memory that this ever happened. Ooh. Or I could throw you in the ocean. I could kill you. I could eat you. That would, but I haven't eaten a person in time.
What?
Just eat the apple. We already addressed this. I am the one in charge. So will you eat the apple, or will this become rapidly more of a problem?
I will eat the apple.
Okay, and your arm is freed.
Motherfucker. Yeah, I'm gonna eat the apple because I don't have spells to deal with this.
You take a bite of the apple. Aldrich is sitting there watching you with like panicked eyes, but he can barely breathe, let alone talk. And your vision starts to get blurry around the edges. And she just leans in and gives you a little pat on the cheek as you watch her like shift into another form, taller, like a pretty elf-esque woman. And she goes, "Don't you worry. You are gonna be exactly what I need you to be." And she like pinches your nose as you are unconscious.
I hate it here. I hate it here.
Birds. You find Alina on the ship pretty easily.
Hi.
So you land and run down, and she's in there just working away. As you run down, you run past Huon and Dormo. Dormo is asleep, like slumped up against a wall, and Huon has built a contraption around the power source in like the middle of the ship. It's got a bunch of like lenses and little adjustment and monitor things, and she's just sitting there like, "It's so pretty. It's perfect." She's just like staring at it lovingly.
Walking past her.
Yeah. And then you find Alina like in like just sitting on the floor working on. She's got her book all spread out in front of her, notebook. She goes, "Oh, hi.
Hi.
Hello, Alina.
How's everything? How's everything? I only went into town for a little bit, and then Ovair had me do some other things, and I'm been really busy today. How are you?"
Things are good.
She takes like a big sip out of a little cup nearby.
We went hunting.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Killed about 86 boar.
86. There aren't even 86 boar on this island. How'd you do that?
There are many boar
There's
on
lots.
this island. There are
There's a lot.
hundreds.
Yeah.
They're magical boar. They can sort of split off of each other and reproduce very rapidly.
They're what and can do what?
I don't know all the logistics.
She just immediately grabs a blank piece of paper and starts scribbling aggressively. How do they? Do you know how they do it? Have you seen it happen? What is the? Oh my gosh!
I've been told that after they eat, after being fully grown, they just sort of just split and just become two boar.
Oh my god, that's amazing! I have so much I have to do before we go to you.
Okay, well, you've got time.
What have you been up to?
I had to go do an ore sampling and a geological pulse down with my elementals to get a read on what's going on underneath the island. Nothing too crazy.
What about above the island?
That's not my purview. That was you. That was you guys, right? What is going on above the island? I really want to know.
There are islands above the island.
I saw that. Yeah, I can see that. No, I mean like what's going on, Dolus.
There are it seems to be from the elemental plane of air.
Okay.
Rocks and land
Hey,
masses.
isn't that where you're from?
Yes.
Okay.
There's a griffin. And there's what seems to be an endless spring of water that just sort of flows off the side of one of the islands.
Just writing like mad. I'm wondering why it happened here. Of course, it made sense why it happened in Sanctuary, but why here? Is this some sort of like like a conglomeration of elemental energies? Is there like a
Lasagna.
point? Is this like a ley line? Yes, like lasagna. There's just so many good questions to ask. I'm so happy. I could stay here forever. But next, we're going to Yubawa, and I'm going to meet Delilah, and I'm going to have a great time.
Do you happen to have a map, Alina, of the world?
Of the world?
Yes.
Maybe in my travel bag. She like slings her backpack around, opens it, and starts rummaging it through. She pulls out a scroll and she goes, "Ah, yes, it has some stains, but it's fine.
I'll take it. I'll open
You take
it up.
There are a few like coffee rings in places on it, and what might be raindrops or might be tear stains. But there is a map. It is a map
Cryo.
of the known world.
I have a question.
Yeah.
When I'm looking down at this map, what about where on the map of the world is Twinktania?
Well, if you look at the old, really crudely drawn map that I have in lore that everyone would know, Twinktania is down south of Shadestep.
Mm,
So if you go from like the right like moon crescent tip down,
right.
it's about a third of the way towards the bottom.
Okay. All right.
Roughly about there.
Hmm.
Why?
I was just wondering. I just didn't know. Maybe because it's sort of like
Oh, like maybe a bunch of
center.
stuff pointed to it?
right, or maybe it's like in the center of everything. I don't know.
No, by all measure, from what little I've had time to look at, it seems like this is just an island.
Hmm.
But granted, this is just what we know. There's so much to the world that we don't know. There's an entire hemisphere that we can barely go to, thanks to the storm wall.
So about that stone wall. I mean, we're not
Yeah.
from here. Do you know anything about it? Where
It's a naturally occurring phenomenon as far as anybody knows. We've tried to see if it's magic, if it's artificial, if it's made by anything. It just seems to be giant walls of hurricanes that dominate the entire alternate hemisphere of the planet.
Where is it on the map?
We don't map it because there's no real reason. We can't really go there.
I'll just like run my fingers along like the left and right side of the map.
Yeah, that's where it is.
Oh,
There's definitely another continent there. We can go to some of the beaches and outer mountain ranges, but then we hit storms. Same old, same old.
even if you go like super far north and south?
Mm-hmm. It is, to this day, the greatest unexplained natural mystery of the world of Starloss.
Does this continent have a name?
No, it's called the Far East. No one's. We've tried to make outposts there before. I mean, the Empire. I say we. I guess I'm not really a part of the Empire anymore. I guess Twinktania. But no. I mean, anything that gets built there gets destroyed by monsters or storms. It's not safe, really, to go there.
Right.
What if you go like super far up?
Well,
or like
that-
super far down? And then like try and, you know.
All
Like
right.
dig down.
right.
Yeah, or like go super, super high up.
Could you not
I mean,
dig under the stone wall?
Well, that is something that's been attempted before with magic, and when we came back up, we were just in hurricane. So,
Oh,
Do you
as
think
far
there's
as
a
we can
chance?
tell, there's no end to it. It might all just be covered in storm. It might not be a wall. It might just be storm.
wait, you know what's a really, like, something I've been wondering? If you go like super, super far up, does like the sky just keep going?
The sky ends, and then you hit space, and then you freeze to death.
What space?
The thing that's above the sky, you can see it at night. It's all that black.
Oh!
I think I read about it. I think it's just sort of emptiness.
We don't really know what's going on in space. We don't really go there. We freeze to death.
Is there some way to like not freeze to death?
I mean, with
What if
magic...
you wear like lots and lots of jackets?
Yeah, well, I mean, with magic, you could probably go and survive in space, but there's not really a reason. Everything is big and empty and far away. Not worth it to go. Honestly, that's the same thing with the Stormwall. Thousands of years ago, scholars used to want to solve it more than anything. They would throw everything they had at it, anything you could shake a stick at. And then eventually we just decided it wasn't worth it. Really, it was the Empire decided it wasn't worth it. Considering they're the oldest kingdom on the planet, what they say kind of happens, whether anyone wants it or not. Scholars stopped looking into the Stormwall. They stopped looking into space or what things are made of, or I don't know.
Was it like an abrupt stop?
No, it was a slow, sort of petering thing. The Empire decided they didn't want to look into it anymore, so Shadestep didn't want to look into it anymore because they weren't competing with the Empire, and the Westwood never really cared. Yubawa didn't exist. Dragonlost was considered some savage corner of the world that no one really cared about, and I mean, the Star Elves don't ever leave the North, so no one really knows if they've looked into it or not. I think we could go there. We could probably go there because we have an
What is
airship.
up north?
The tundra.
The tundra.
Yes, there's a continent up north. It's frozen, it's mountainous, it's just, it's really inhospitable. Less so than down south, but it's just not a... It's not a worthwhile endeavor. Like I said, everybody just sort of got complacent, decided to stop exploring.
But these star elves, they live there.
Yes, there's a city up there.
Does it have a name?
Not that I know. I'm sure someone knows.
What's the difference between star elves and like Mara elves and Sox elves?
Well, legend says that star elves live for generations of elf, meaning thousands upon thousands of years, that they learn more and go more places, that they can see beyond, that they have looked out into space and discovered the truth of the world. I think it's probably a little bit of an exaggeration, but fun to think about.
Wait, isn't Mara like super interested in stars? What if he's a star elf?
I'm pretty sure he's a wood elf.
Like a tree?
We were just in the city that's the capital of the country of elves. Do you not know the difference between kinds of elves?
They all have pointy ears.
Okay, come sit down. I'm gonna give you both a lesson in everything, I guess.
Wait, before you give us any sort of lesson, how are you, Alina? That's what we came here to see.
Me? Oh, I'm busy. A little tired. This is my 11th cup of coffee today, so that's, you know.
I
Not,
hear that
no,
isn't
no,
healthy.
no, don't.
Lotus,
no,
I
don't.
take it from her immediately.
I was just taking it away from her.
I don't trust it in your hands.
Okay.
Give it back. Give it back.
I pull it away from Alina as well.
Give it back.
Why?
Because it helps me focus. Give it back.
I'll put it back down in front of her.
Takes it. Her hands are kind of shaky. She puts it down.
Are you...
Oh, she puts it down opposite the side of Lotus, so Lotus would have to like go around her to get it.
Alright, well, I'll sit down for my lesson and I'll keep an eye on the cup of coffee to make sure Lotus doesn't reach for it.
Okay. The two of you get a lesson in the history and politics of the world.
Cool.
And we are going to say that after that is said and done, Alina goes to sleep.
Before she goes to sleep, I
Yeah.
think, when they're done, Lotus would be like, so you know how you can do you can talk to people who are like super duper far away, like the sending spoon?
Mm-hmm. Sending and message. Those are those spells that I use.
Can you do it to anybody in the world?
If I know them well enough.
So if you don't know the person, you can't do it.
It depends. It's sort of like the less I know the person, the harder it gets.
Okay, what if we just describe Raiden to you? Will you be able to do it?
Probably not.
Okay.
There's a chance, but a small chance.
Do you want to try? Can you try? Do you have the energy to try?
Yeah, I probably have ascending in me.
Okay. Alright.
What happens if you fail? Does it just not go to anyone, or does it go to someone random?
It won't go to anybody random. It'll not send. That's why when I tried to talk to your sister during the thing, I thought maybe the spell just failed, because it can just fail. Depends. There's a lot. It's how much I know the person, how much I'm focused. There are a bunch of things that can block it or stop it. You know.
Okay. Lotus is going to start describing Raiden. Sketchbook. Yeah, you have Mask of Many Faces.
Oh yeah, no, I'll just make myself look like Raiden, and then
The vision of Raiden appears. Who, the last time I described him, I did it vaguely because we hadn't necessarily nailed down some descriptors. So here we go. Before you, Dolus transforms into a taller human man with auburn hair that's tied back in like a low ponytail. He's wearing kind of like rough peasant clothes, but like a thicker canvas pants and these really heavy like fighting boots. He's got some scars on his face, but he's very handsome. Some stubble. Looks just. Is this your not dad?
Mm.
but yes, no,
Turn your head. She like grabs you by the chin.
okay.
All right. Okay. What's his whole name?
Raiden.
Raiden.
Did he ever tell us his last name?
No. No, he did not.
Just Raiden.
Okay.
You don't have last name, so you know. You
It's
just kinda
not
figure
the most uncommon thing in the world, so we'll take it. Just Raiden.
Do you have a last name, Alina?
Tune. I do. It's Doll.
Doll, like
Yes.
D-O-L-L.
No, like Daul. Like she's like inspecting you. She goes like all the way around. She goes, his name is Raiden. He's about. She like measures with her hand. 6'3", 6'2". A height of some kind. What does he do? The more I know about him, the better it is.
He is a retired knight.
Okay.
Now he just sort of makes things and lives a
I think Arlashna mentioned like a very, very long time ago, that maybe after taking care of you know the bad people that came in, I think she's mentioned he went to go and take care of that even more or something.
Just
right. Well, that doesn't give her much. There's a bunch of pronouns.
She's like he's like a hero.
Sure. Yeah. So he makes things, and he lives in a hut.
okay. No offense to Raiden, you just kind of described 60% of the people in the Empire. So
He made this mask.
can I have that mask?
Sure, you
Okay.
can use it. He
Okay.
also made this, I think. My rod.
Oh,
Okay.
the book.
Oh, and I have his journal.
That's way better. She like gives you back. Then she takes it immediately. Okay, journal, perfect. She like through a few pages. Okay. Here we go.
Wait,
She
what are you
pulls out.
sending to him?
That's a good fucking question.
I ask how he's doing and like if he's okay and like tell him that there are people who are going to find him, but they're friends of us. Because I asked Maya to like help find him, and so there's people in Dragonlost who are gonna be there. And I
Okay.
don't want him to like be alarmed or like fight them or something.
Make sure
Okay.
you specifically say that the princess of Dragonlost is looking for him.
Oh yeah, she's a princess.
Yes.
Okay. She pulls out all of the components that she needs. Pardon me. For sending. It's just a little piece of copper wire and then paper, and she wraps the paper in the wire. She holds it up and she's just like, And you see her concentrate a little, make the same hand motions again. She goes, no, I got nothing.
Quick question. If
Yeah.
someone were to do something to themselves to where you couldn't scry on them, would that also prevent you from sending to them?
It depends on what they did, but that is very likely because a lot of the charms that prevent scrying also prevent just magical detection of any kind.
I'll take my mask and I'll put it on. Oh, actually no, because the sending spoon worked, but I don't know if it. Because I'm trying to think like if preventing scrying, like, because that's what the mask does, would also prevent. I'll try. I'll put on the mask and then I'll walk into a room and
Okay.
it's like, what? Try sending something to me. This mask prevents that scrying, and so it might help. It might prove or disprove this theory. And I'll close the door.
Hello, Dolus. I think that you look good without the mask. You get that message sent to you.
Man. Yay, ball, man. There's a delay before Dolus opens the door.
I know it's sent. I know when it sends.
Yes. All right. Well, that was an unsuccessful test.
I mean, just because that prevents scrying on you doesn't mean it prevents sending. There are some things that prevent one and don't prevent the other, or prevent both, or prevent any kind of magic from getting to you.
Right.
It could be I don't know him well enough. It could be I know him decently, but he's on another plane, so I don't know him decently enough to get to him on another plane.
Man. Okay.
Sorry.
That's okay.
It's all right. Thank you, Elena.
Mm-hmm.
No problem. I am going to sleep off 11 cups of coffee. And she clambers up into her thing.
Well,
Thank you. And it closes, and then as the privacy curtain closes, a little light is made, and you see her writing behind the privacy curtain in her notebook.
let's head back, shall we? As we're heading back, I just want to chat to Lotus real quick. Just on the way. Why? Not sure if I've asked you this before, but why do you think Raiden would make masks that prevented scrying on us?
Maybe so that Mom can't find us? Oh, or maybe bad people can't find us.
Why would bad people be trying to find us?
I don't know. I mean, there's the whole, unreliables law that Elena just told us about. And then, we're, from the elemental plane of air.
Well, right. I don't know, it just seems almost excessive unless he was preparing us for something specifically that we don't know about.
Like what Plume said?
What did Plume say?
Back when we were in Sanctuary having dinner and stuff with Plume, Plume was like, what if he was preparing you guys for, combat and stuff, he was training you guys and whatever. I'm like, I don't know. Said something along those lines.
Right, maybe.
But he might have just been hot.
Might have been what?
you know, what Mara does. Wait, but Mara didn't have his thingy, so he's the most like here. Like what? There's a word for it.
I'm so confused as to what you're talking about, Lotus.
No, never mind.
Okay, Raiden was not high when he made our masks. Raiden did not use any sort of things like that.
That's true.
He was firmly against it, actually. He instilled that in us, if you remember.
did?
Yes. Obviously you don't remember. Let's just get back.
Okay. I mean, I'm sure once we find him, we can ask him.
Right. If we find him.
We will.
You guys get back to the house just fine. Lotus contemplating whether or not Raiden's a stoner the entire way.
I told her he's not. So she shouldn't be.
You get into bed just fine, and you go to
Do
bed.
we see Doc when we get back? Do we see Doc on our way
You
back
weren't-
anywhere?
You're not looking for Doc, and then
Well,
you
I just
go
mean
to
like,
bed.
do we pass him or anything?
Mm-mm.
Okay.
You wouldn't pass him, and he was sleeping in the same room as Mara and Twink.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Okay, that's fine.
yeah, just go to bed.
Cool. Do we get a long rest?
Yes, everybody gets a long rest, even you, Doc.
Woo! He's getting the longest rest of all.
Sleeping off that
Death.
poison or whatever the fuck that was.
Nope.
I never said that.
Well, shit.
Definitely still poison.
Yep,
So-
for sure.
Y'all wake up the next morning. The four of you in the house. You all wake up. You getting up. Mara, Twink, you wake up, and the bedroll in the middle of the floor that belongs to Hickory/Doc is empty, seemingly not having been disturbed all night.
What an early riser.
Very neat.
Yeah.
Who rolls their bedroll up when they're done?
I just like to, I like to leave it messy. It's because, like, it's a hassle to, like, undo the blanket. And just, why would you tuck it in like that? Just extra work. All that extra work.
That checks out.
You guys head downstairs where Madame Auvert and a few elves are setting the table.
Dolus gets up and makes his bed.
Okay.
Isn't there only one bed? Are you making the bed with Lotus still in it?
I was just about to
She's
say.
getting up.
There are two beds. There are two beds.
There are two beds? Alright,
two beds.
cool.
You awaken Lotus after some time and get her out, and you guys come
And
downstairs.
then I'll make her bed.
Yeah, so you come downstairs and they've prepared you guys a breakfast of boar and some fruit.
Good morning.
Nice. Good morning.
Good morning. Mara, could you just kind of wave my hand over the food?
Oh, yeah, sure. Do the thing. I'll detect poison this time, actually.
You cast detect poison. You do not detect any poison in this food.
All right.
Or However, as you are casting it, the food is clear, and then they bring out the cups of water, and it is also
Ooh.
clear.
Okay.
Suspense, kids.
Got you. And then, it's a great part. Auvert goes, these two are familiar with the same spell as you. I had them make this fruit and the water. The boar is left over from last night, so
Which two?
should be poison free. The two elves that are helping her.
We can't trust them. One of them could be Vala.
She like walks over to you and she goes, "Did not tell them why they were helping us prepare food."
I just take a bite out of my food, just on looking at her, just like really tired.
Thank you, boss. And they like nod and walk out.
How'd y'all sleep?
Fine.
How's your back? I'm pointing at Lotus.
Comfy. Just digging her hand into the food. Just picking up
Just
the
a
bunch.
into the
Notice.
fruit and meat, and you just
Lotus, table manners.
Sleepy.
No, I take her hand, like grabbing food, and I hold it. I put a fork in it.
In her hand or like?
In her hand, yeah.
All right. you help her with her proper manners, and you guys are beginning to eat breakfast. And outside, there is still a thick fog that you guys can see through the windows. There, pretty dense. You can sort of see the corner of the workshop building out of one of your windows nearby, but you got like maybe 15 feet of good visibility in the fog.
Uver,
Yes.
is that normal?
Fog on an island was quite normal, yes. It's happened a few times here. Usually not quite so thick, but not uncommon to happen on occasion.
Alright.
Should clear up later in the day. The sun burns it away, all of the water. It makes it evaporate back into the atmosphere.
Burns the fog?
Has anyone seen Dockery?
Yeah, is he still sleeping?
Could be Hickory too, though.
Could be Hickory. Has anyone seen
True.
Hickory either?
I have not seen anyone leave the building as of this morning, but I only got here about half an hour ago. So
Yeah, they're probably fine.
Hmm. Yeah, their bed was made up this morning. Seemed like early rising to me.
maybe they just needed to get some fresh air.
Maybe.
Maybe.
Doesn't look very fresh out there.
Fog is actually quite invigorating. It is good to walk about.
Is it?
It wakes you up. It makes you feel a little good. Yes, Malbert.
Can I take their portion of their food?
Lotus,
They might
I
still
can
be
make
back.
you food. I can literally materialize food out of thin air.
But it's funny.
It's not. How would you feel if I took your food, and then you came to sit down for breakfast and you had nothing to eat? You can have the rest of my plate. I like
Okay.
scooch it over forever.
That doesn't solve the problem, Dolus.
I'm not hungry. I can also materialize food.
Material girl.
Alright. Well, I am going to eat now.
Material
We
girl.
can go find your friend afterwards. Like Aubert starts eating outside in that little semi-alley structure. Hickory. A hand is
Cool.
on your shoulder, shaking you.
Yeah.
Oi, are you
What?
alright?
No.
What's your problem? Why are you laying here on the floor like this?
Long night.
Come on, up.
Okay.
It's Kayeda. It's that the tiefling woman from the ship, like picking you up. Just did you? Or did you drink a little too much?
That's a way to put it. I blame my brother.
Right. You're both.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
That's. I'll be a little honest with you. That's kind of fucking weird.
I know.
I don't really know what your deal is, but don't fall asleep on the ground. That's fucking strange.
Yeah, I know. Good morning.
Good morning.
Okay, probably need to get back to everybody before they think I died or something.
Right, now you get to sleep in the big cushy house. Don't worry, I'm just taunting you. I mean, I could have joined their big main group on all their adventures these last few weeks too, and like become buddy, but I decided not to. So
Maybe you're the smarter one of the two of us.
I
Three of
mean,
us.
seeing how much shit you have to go through, I think I definitely am.
Could have been simpler, but
Eh.
now I gotta go deal with whatever chaos they've come up with in the last 8 hours.
Understandable. Well, pats you. Have a fun time with that. I'm gonna go day drink with Walk. And she just walks off.
Chicory just kind of sits there, like, cocks her head a little bit, and is just like, eh. And, I'm a double check my bag and everything, make sure everything's still there.
Everything you expect to be in your bag is in your bag.
Fantastic. I'm gonna
There's
go.
some sad remains of like dead vines in the spot that Doc was pinned, and then the spot that Aldrich was pinned.
Yeah, okay. And I'm gonna start heading back.
Okay. You guys, most of the way through your breakfast, the door opens and Hickory walks in looking just like shit.
Did
Hey,
you not sleep?
I slept eventually.
Your hair is all messy.
I know.
I have a comb.
You do have a comb.
Yeah. I got it in Shashla. In Shasla. Yeah.
Yeah, guys, we gotta talk.
Are we already talking?
Vala found Doc last night.
What?
Oh.
Well, that's good. She's here on the island.
Right.
Not
Most
chasing a
certainly
ghost.
is. Yeah.
She's here on the island. You're still here, so I'm assuming Doc is fine.
I'm assuming too. Quiet. But
Okay.
considering she promptly shoved an apple in his mouth and made him shut up, I assume that he's just a little more tuckered than usual.
A nap?
An apple?
Do you have
Don't
apple
ask
trees
me.
on the island?
Over like midway through eating, it's like, mm-mm.
Yeah, no, I didn't think so.
Maybe she brought her own.
Aye.
Why did she make him eat an apple?
I don't know. She told him to eat it, and then, next thing I know, I wake up.
Okay.
Maybe it was magical.
Well, did she say anything?
Couple of things. Called me the middle child of the group. Or called Doc the middle child. Called us the middle child of the group.
For the group.
Us.
But you came
But you're
last.
you're last, so you're sort of like the youngest child.
I think I see her point a little bit.
I
The
don't-
point is,
what?
she was talking in a lot of vagaries. She doesn't want us, is all I can say.
Did she want Lorelai?
Didn't give me a straight answer. She, just said Doc would be useful. Not sure what her plan was there. Because she promptly knocked us out, and then I'm awake and, unrestrained.
I mean, I would assume that's because it would be weird if you were restrained.
Yeah, no, Kayeda found me this morning.
Who?
Oh, the tiefling lady. She's really nice. She's got really good balance.
Right about now, she's probably
Oh, just
opening her
do it.
first drink with Wok.
Okay, I'll take your word for it.
I really don't... I don't know.
As you're like, I don't know, the door swings open and it is Lorelei.
Oh,
Good
perfect.
morning.
Speak of the devil.
Morning.
We have a problem.
What?
Dude.
Behind her is Vilvalm. He's like, yeah.
What?
Who is this again?
Who's this?
Yeah.
Soulless.
What?
Don't be rude.
One
I
of the
don't-
counselors from the Westwood.
Oh, okay. My apologies.
So, it seems my big sister has gotten access to our well water
What?
because, as of this morning, about, half of the elves from the Westwood are paralyzed.
Uh,
You know, it could just be the well water.
And Vera's like, I made sure to check that it was not going to kill us when we drank it.
But
And
it
we have been drinking it
paralyzed
fine.
us.
But I think I did a thorough enough check.
Hmm.
It's not my first time. I'm going
You
Scottish.
Delilah
I was
now.
about to say.
Are you
It's not
Vala?
the first
Are you not? I mean, kinda. It is not my first time making a well. Say it again.
Losing it.
Well,
That's a tough transition.
It is.
well, Lorelei, we also have news for you, relating to the subject. I just point to Hickory.
Last night, she restrained Doc. Found him. Gave some ramble. Said she ate somebody? Or hasn't
few
in a long
people.
time, but
Yeah,
she
no.
hasn't.
Yeah, probably.
So let's just talk to her. Like, let's just go talk to her.
Well, Lorelei, would you know anything about your sister forcing people to eat apples?
It was probably poisoned.
Okay, well,
Well, I'm
Hickory's
not
still
dead.
You said she caught Doc.
Yeah?
Is Doc dead?
I don't know. He's pretty quiet during the day.
He'd be pretty quiet if he was dead.
You know, you got
meaning
me there.
quiet.
Like not talking in her head.
Oh.
That thing that they can do, that they have
Yeah.
said they can do many times to all of you.
Mara, can you detect poison in a person?
That's a good question.
I'm pretty sure you can.
Yeah, I'm also pretty sure that you can. You could also just do a medicine check to diagnose
Yeah.
poison.
It's true. You can detect if somebody has been poisoned.
I'll cast spell then.
Okay.
Stand still. Anything?
There is a solid amount of toxins in Hickory.
Oh.
Is it bad?
Yeah, here and woo, are you okay?
Do I feel okay?
You feel kind of shitty.
Okay. I mean, I woke up on the floor after being restrained and poisoned, so I don't feel great, but I don't feel like I'm dying.
Can I do a medicine check to see if she's dying?
Yeah, do a medicine check.
Do a dying check.
27.
A dying check is called a
27?
death saving throw.
That's so good. She doesn't seem to be dying. Her heart rate's a bit faster than normal, and she's colder than usual. But
Very
she
cool.
doesn't seem to be, like, dying.
Hmm.
Symptoms that you could tell in a person, probably not good, probably does not bode well for the future, but not dying.
Oh, you're not dying.
Okay.
Y'all got any medicine? Anything?
I do not
Don't
know
you
if-
have the Mamba?
I do. Figured this would be faster though.
We have some prepared, no anti-venoms or anti-poisons. We have some bezos you could eat to make you throw it up, but if it's already in your system, that will not do anything.
Hickory, maybe you
Yeah.
could heal yourself? Can't you do that? You can heal other people.
I didn't really get time to think, so I don't have that ready, unfortunately.
Oh, I got you. Pull up my staff.
Your staff!
Yeah.
The staff.
The staff!
The staff of healing.
Should be.
Unless it's a curse. Then I can do it if it's a curse.
Yeah, I'll use 2 charges for lesser restoration.
Alright. Here, quick. Lesser restoration. One's easy. You cast lesser restoration. Hickory, you feel a little tingle wash throughout you. And then you feel about the same.
I don't know.
Mara, lesser restoration not being concentration, you can still detect the same sort of poison and toxin in Hickory.
Interesting. That didn't work. I wonder. I don't think this would be a spell, would it?
No, it's probably just some really strong shit. Lorelei crosses her arms and looks at Hickory and goes, "Come on, what do you feel? You feel like you're dying?" She pats you on the face twice.
No, I just feel crappy. Lorelei,
should
what
get
does
some-
Vala want with you?
To kill me?
Why?
Well, we can go find out right now.
That's true.
Wait, half of the population is paralyzed?
Mm-hmm. With a lot of them looking like they're following.
Cool.
You want me to purify that well?
No fair, nods. That would be very good, thank you.
Wait, Twink, how would we talk with Vala?
We're just gonna take her out and probably just go tell everybody where she is, and she'll show up.
Could always, walk out into an open space and start shouting for my sister. I guess I could do that.
Yeah. That was the plan.
All right. Well, I'll go do that. Over
Yeah, no-
by the
Yeah, I'll
tree
definitely
line, I guess.
come with you.
Yeah, please do.
Yeah.
Please, for the love of God.
I'll come as well.
Take me to the well.
The well is right outside in the courtyard. It is
Yeah.
about
I'm
25 feet
pretty sure,
away.
yeah, I'm pretty sure you know exactly
You
where
know
it
it.
is.
Do you not know
We
where
were
the
there
well
yesterday,
is?
yeah. When you were fighting Doc, yeah.
Oh, I was a little preoccupied with
You didn't see the big hole in the ground?
What should I do?
Get some rest.
Yeah.
You're fucked.
You're poisoned.
I can try to. I worry that spell didn't work.
If Vala made it, she can unmake it. You'll be fine.
So just stay here?
What else do we have on the
Here,
agenda today?
Come with.
I mean, do you feel well enough to leave?
Yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, it just kind of feels like a cold right now.
Right? But those get worse the more you do things.
Maybe you can hang out with Petrin.
Yes.
Maybe I'll go hang out with Petrin. Good luck, guys. Be careful.
It shouldn't take long.
Mara, with me to the well.
Yep.
And she kind of grabs Twink before he goes out. Watch out for vines. She came out of nowhere. Lorelai was right, though. It smelled awful before she showed up.
All right, watch out for vines. Got it.
Yeah.
Agreed.
How do I do that?
Yeah.
I'll throw her a dinner roll that I make.
He throws his hand out and a dinner roll appears and flies at you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Feel better.
Thanks.
Walk out.
Birds and Twink head out. Mara, you gotta go like 25 feet to the well in the middle of like the town. Auvert like gestures down and she's like,
Oh, I don't know how I missed that. I must have been real angry.
Sort of blind rage.
as you
He's
look
kind of an
down though,
asshole.
you register as you look down that the range on Purify Food and Drink is 10 feet.
So I probably wouldn't be able to.
You
get
would have
all
to
the
go
water.
down the well to the bottom where the water is to purify it.
Oh boy. Okay. This will be fun.
Like I'm not a. Can you do something here?
Yeah. Hold this. I'll thorn whip out to her.
Okay. All right.
Just watch the thorns. Hold on.
My hands are quite calloused from work, but yes, I'll keep an eye.
I trust you.
What do you mean you can't? Like it goes touched. All right, I understand. She's surprisingly strong for her frame, considering she is an artificer who regularly does heavy work. So she lowers you. Also, you're an elf, so you're a bit lighter than normal. So with some difficulty, you are lowered the full distance of your thorn whip. The full 30 feet.
30 feet. Oh boy.
You are about 15 feet from the bottom of the well. It is a deep well.
I assume you probably couldn't hold on to that for like 10 minutes, right?
No!
Okay. Just cast the spell straight up. Purify water.
You like stretch as far as you can. You are not going to be able to reach it. You're like 15 feet above the
Oh,
water
am I?
still.
Oh,
yeah, it's a deep well.
Got any rope?
You're already tied to something. Also, yes, I have rope. This is a town.
Can you get it lower?
The thing that I am holding? No, it's 30 feet long.
I need to go down more.
Twink, can you get a rope? Like, she just shouts back at you, Twink. Pull your rope out. Can you please throw it down to him? The idiot did not think to measure before he went down on this. She like gestures to the thorn whip.
I thought he was gonna
Just-
cut the vine.
Yeah, no, just let go.
How
Reach
far
the
above the water are you?
Like 15 feet left.
You just suddenly are dropped.
What the
You
fuck?
splash into the water after like a short
Fair.
fall. You don't take any damage. You just fall into the water.
You're gonna need this to get him back out.
Of course.
I'll
Then
peek
as-
over the side.
The thorn whip like falls down like rope, like spindling on top of you, and then as you're sitting there like floating, like what the fuck? An actual rope just like like lands in the water next to you. You're not
I'll just-
underwater.
And, like yeah, I figured I don't want to like get it in my mouth though.
That's true. It is
Are the
poison.
birds? Are the birds here as well? Like
Yeah,
we're all
they're
just still in this.
We're all
in the
just
town
standing
center?
watching Mara do this.
Okay, I'm gonna hop in the well. I'm just gonna float,
You just
Down.
float down.
and I'm gonna wait for Mara to be
What
done.
do
And
you
when
do?
he's
Oh,
done,
just-
I'm gonna just float him back up.
I'll just cast it in the water while I'm floating.
You just there's like a ripple of this really nice green light throughout the water, and you can see a bunch of things high. And as that ripple goes through, you see like it highlights parts of the water that were clear that are this murky, swirling something mixed into the water, and then they sort of fizzle away.
Alright, we're good.
You're like, we're good, and you look up, and Dolus is just with his talons and grabs you
I
like
pick
a
him up
crane, game at the fucking fest of the carnival. Yeah.
Yeah.
Why couldn't we do this going down?
Oh, fair.
You didn't ask. You started climbing down before you
Like,
did anything.
she's muttering like curses and about
I-
Mara being stupid as she rolls up the
I'll
rope.
just drop him on the in the town square on the sidewalk, just soaking.
Thank you very much.
Shape water. Oh,
Lorelai, really like nervous and arms crossed, like pittering, doing lots of just tiny little like.
Are you ready?
Yeah, I guess.
Where do you think you want to go?
Let's just go out to the plains where I fought the fire elementals. It'll be the safest, far away enough away from the town, close enough that she can hear us.
Would you like some bread for the nerves?
Yes. She takes. Can you make a steak? Actually,
What?
Right
no,
now?
No. We have business. We have business.
can you,
make steak.
like chicken wings, something meat, bacon.
I mean, I could later. It'll be a reward for your courageous acts.
I was hoping it would be my final meal. She like walks up the off the path. Hickory, are you actually hanging out with Petrin?
Yeah, I guess I'm gonna go hang out with Petrin. I got nothing better to do.
You go walk up to hang out with Petrin. So. You guys. The fog is thick. It goes like all the way up until like as you walk out into like the plain that surrounds the mountain, it kind of starts to thin out a little bit. Lorelai just walks over to a rock and sits on it. Just goes, Vala! Just like on top of her lung.
Is that loud enough?
Vala! Screaming. Hickory in the house. You can hear just in the distance. Lorelai. Vala! Petron's like, holy shit!
She's got lungs.
She's got a lot going on. Like, a lot going on.
Yeah,
You know that
yeah.
her and Illis are like... I guess that wouldn't work, actually. They're like...
He has one arm.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, yeah. That's why it's like it doesn't work. He's like, all of the gestures I have for this are two-handed.
Ray.
What did you do this?
No, she did this. Ray.
But yeah, he's like, they're
Good one.
they're fucking.
Oh my. That explains so much.
Illis has never like been with anyone, as far as I'm aware. I thought she was like celibate.
Yeah, no, yeah. Oh God.
You know, Lorelai's got game.
Maybe she could teach Doc.
And maybe she could teach me. I'm kidding, I'm married, but you know. Maybe she could have taught Socks. You know, that has a different connotation now that I think about it. He's looking around.
Yeah. It's a weird thing to say, Petrin.
What? I mean, what? Come on, we're friends, I guess.
Yeah.
Are we friends? I think we're friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We went through war together.
Yeah, we're friends.
Yeah.
You're my friend, Hickory.
Yeah. I'm glad you're okay.
Thank you. I'm glad I'm okay too. I mean, you know, like wiggles the oh, wrong arm. He like wiggles the stump.
I have toxins in my stomach that could kill me at any moment.
Oh, that sucks.
Yeah.
How you feeling? You feeling better?
I'm on the up and up a little bit. I don't know what she put in me.
It's fine. You gonna go help him, not die?
They told me to stay here. In case I get worse.
That's fair. Socks felt a little under the weather when he went off and,
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Really hate to have a repeat.
Oh!
Think they're gonna find her like that?
I have no idea.
Be kind of impressive if they did.
Yeah.
Real Hail Mary.
You think you could go get me some food? They didn't bring me breakfast.
Yeah. She
Thank you.
heads
Go
down.
downstairs. Back at the rock, Lorelai is like,
You should call her names. Goad her.
Would that work on her? Does she care?
Without
that
a
much?
doubt.
it would totally work on her. It would work on me. It'll work on her. Vala, you're stupid and you're ugly.
Lotus kind of
Wait. That's the best you've got?
She wants to.
You've called me worse things.
She used to hit me as a child.
So you call her stupid?
Vala, you're a fucking cunt.
That's the one. That's the one.
Dolus has his hands over Lotus's ears, where her ears would be.
Vala, the only thing worse than how you look is how you smell.
Tell her she smells like a boar.
We like eating boar. She wouldn't. I think she'd probably take that as like a weird compliment.
Boar feces.
Vala, you smell like pig shit. Come out and fight me.
Dolus, I can
Wait, whoa.
That'll get her. She's not gonna come to talk to me. If she wanted to come talk to me, she could have come talk to me the 3 days she was on my ship.
Can I roll for how well I'm covering Lotus's ears?
Yes, you can.
Right, but like you are also hiding those 3 days.
16. That's just
Covering them decently, but also Lorelai is very loud and right next to you. So she still hears. She doesn't hear anything anyone's saying except Lorelai shouting.
Cool.
What's a cunt?
Grip tighter on the sides of her head.
Crush her
The
skull.
feathers
put her
on your
out
head
of
kind of
misery.
start to hurt as the list is like.
I loosen my hands.
As you guys are shouting, a figure is coming through the mist. Lorelai sits up suddenly. And then it's Hickory. It's you.
I thought I went for food. Okay. All right. Guys.
Hi.
Oh, hi.
Good.
Are you feeling better?
Yeah, a bit actually.
Okay. Well, that's good.
Yeah.
Did you need something or?
Yeah. I got food for Petron real quick. We hung out a little bit. I guess it's delayed reaction or something. I'm feeling a bit better, so I figured I'd come to help.
Okay. Well.
Great. We have the ticking poison time bomb that came to help.
I mean, to be fair, we're not gonna catch her poison.
Are you Vala?
Good question. Are you?
No.
How can we know for sure?
If you detect poison, maybe you can see if there's poison in her.
Oh, I'm gonna sit there for 10 minutes. Wait, is it? Yeah, 10 minutes and cast it.
You're sitting there.
You're wasting my energy.
off the whole time, waiting for 10
Yeah,
minutes.
Twink is like ready, Lotus is just waving on occasion. Dolus is still holding. Lorelei is like looking at you every now and then, just being like, "Vaughn!" spewing expletives. Mara, you
just kind of
finished
tilts
the
her
10
head
minutes.
because it's like right near her.
Mara, you finish the 10 minutes, and there is poison in Hickory.
That's Eric.
Hi.
Okay.
Is it her?
Yeah.
I'll take my hands off of Lotus's ear.
The moment you take your hands off, just, Vala, you stupid bitch!
I put my hands back. As soon as she starts yelling, I immediately
She is
put them
yelling,
back.
like, regularly.
That's fine.
While I have it up, I'll just like
Snot.
look around me.
You look around. You don't detect any poison other than what's in Hink.
It is. It's her.
Okay.
It's her.
Oh, okay.
I can't imagine it's taking much longer.
Maybe she's off poisoning the rest of the town while we do this.
No, that's a waste of her time, I feel like.
Yeah, probably. I don't know. Maybe she just doesn't want to attack me when you're all here.
Yeah, probably not. Although, if she's as bad as you say she is, or as strong as you say she is, it shouldn't matter that we're here.
Oh, it's not because she's afraid of you. It's because she wants it to just be one-on-one.
I would want an audience.
I don't know.
Twink,
I
you're
had a
scary.
fun idea. I'm gonna wild shape to a bloodhound.
They're canon now. They exist in this world.
I mean, I would assume dogs exist.
You
Dogs definitely exist.
You turn into a bloodhound, which bloodhounds specifically are now canon. I would have been fine with it, but we're good. Yeah, you turn into a bloodhound.
Wow.
I'm gonna start sniffing around.
Smells like island and the people that you're around.
But Mara, do you even know what she smells like?
Something dying. That's
Lotus stretches out with the hands on her ears and pats you on the head. On your head. You all sort of join around the bloodhound and start sniffing. Twink is just sitting next to Lorelei, like, Hickory is watching as Lotus and Dolus are there with the two of you. And Mara, you smell something unpleasant.
Lotus, he's working.
What
Start
does it do?
pulling
Do I
her
know the
away.
direction?
No, it's nearby, but it is just with your olfactory senses, you smell it. It is strong and gross and kind of sour. You start roofing. Twink, I need you to make a strength save for me.
oh shit.
Copia.
What'd you roll?
Not high enough.
What'd you roll? Come on.
I rolled a 9.
Well, okay, yeah, not high enough. Twink, by the back of your neck, you are just grabbed and hoisted up into the air.
Ah, crap!
This is
Look
Oh
up.
no,
rude.
no, Hickory, you don't say that because you're the one hoisting Twink into the air.
Okay.
Cool.
Yeah, Hickory
Right,
hoists
oh.
Twink up into the air.
Can you put me down, please?
Lorelei's just like, ugh!
I'll turn.
And Hickory just gets like a smile on her face. And she goes, you know, Twink, actually, it's funny, you're right. I did want an audience.
Ha! I knew it.
And Lorelei like gets up and you all smell it now as this rotting, sour smell sort of washes over the area, emanating from Hickory.
Can you put me down now?
I'm gonna pull out my crossbow and shoot Hickory's arm that she's holding Twink with.
Okay. Make an attack roll.
That's an 18 plus 6.
That does hit.
Okay.
So yeah,
I-
crossbow bolt just.
I'm gonna cast shield. Prevent that from hitting her.
Oh, okay.
It's
Oh.
technically also coming at me.
Yeah.
So I can cast shield to deflect it.
I mean, shield does increase the AC enough. So yeah, just boom, and it bounces off like it's invisible thing.
Fighting, please.
Oh, pacifist. That's nice. So Lorelai, you made friends. Lorelai is just like staring daggers at Hickory.
I've reloaded my crossbow and I'm pointing it at Hickory Vala, I guess. Just put him down.
Oh no! Because if I put him down, you're gonna shoot me.
I won't shoot you if you put him down.
You
This
just
isn't-
tried to shoot me while I was holding him. I don't believe that at all.
Right, or you could just not shoot at all and we just have a talk.
You're good at this diplomatic thing. I understand why you made a country.
That's not why.
Was it the ego? I feel like it might have been the ego.
That probably is probably 50% the ego.
I'll put
Okay.
the crossbow down.
No, on the ground, all the way.
You know I don't need this to shoot you.
I could just break his neck right now. You know that, right?
You won't.
I don't know. We're not gonna play that game.
Do you
don't
want to
get
say that
decide
again?
No.
No.
he
Do you want to
doesn't.
say that
No.
again?
This is fine. It's all fine. We're all good here.
Come on, bro. She just looked at you.
I'll put it down on the ground.
And you. She gestures to Lotus.
Hmm.
The spears. Down.
I really don't like hanging here. Can you put me down?
No.
Why?
You're a bargaining chip. You should be smart enough to know that.
That's dumb. You should know they don't like me that much.
I mean, he did just put the crossbow down, so I guess he doesn't want me to just immediately snap your neck.
It's just super uncomfortable. Can you please?
Make a persuasion check.
24.
She lowers you so your feet are on the ground, but her grip tightens on the back of your neck, which is most of your neck, because
I mean,
she's
you
larger
could
than you.
Not grip that hard. I'm not going anywhere.
Okay, let's just pretend like that's true.
But I'm not. It was my idea to come out here. Why would I go anywhere?
Look, you're still a bargaining chip. Shut up. Oh my god, do you ever fucking... Lorelai, I like your little island. It's nice. Lorelai's just like, thanks.
It's actually my island.
And I actually gifted it to him.
Yeah, it's my island.
Kind of a retirement home. Good. I never thought you'd just start, amassing people on an island. It's pretty neat.
Oh,
It's-
again, it's my island.
Shut up.
I mean, I just want to make sure you get the facts right.
I will shove so many poisonous plants down your throat if you talk one more time. Good, okay. So, one I was like, look, you can put him down. We can talk. We can be civil about this. Oh, okay, right, civil. You know, was it civil when you came into my territory, the woods, the place that's mine, just mine, and brought a whole war chasing after you? I had like a good thing going with the elves, right? They were easy to manipulate, easy to let me finish. They were easy to manipulate. They got me a lot of money. I only ate one of them every now and then, and it was great. And also, I could just go wherever I wanted in that forest. You know what the deal is now? Now half of it's floating islands. And I could forgive all of that if you hadn't fucking shown up and caused it. Cause we have a fucking deal to stay away from each other and to not cause problems with each other. And what did you do? Lorelai, like, kind of looks at the ground. Yes, Twink.
Actually, I was the reason we went there, not Lorelai. She was very adamant about not going there.
Were you? Lorelai's like, looks at Twink.
And then also, the war, that was going to happen anyways. Definitely not related to us.
Yeah, but the
Okay, it's
werewolves
kinda
definitely
related to me,
happened.
but-
Yeah, the werewolves definitely happened because of you.
No, well, yeah, I mean, but you also got werewolves from that. I mean, you were super stoked on that.
I am stoked about the werewolves. That
You
is
got
true.
I got you like 3 of those, remember?
It's really rare. That doesn't happen a lot.
Yeah. So,
I'm gonna
I
be-
mean, to be fair, I mean, that's like a 1-to-1, I feel like. That cancels out.
Okay, the werewolf thing cancels out. Still, made a deal to not fuck with each other. You were one of the people who wanted that deal. I didn't even want that. Yes, Twink.
If you didn't want it, then why are you so upset about it?
Cause I got outvoted and beaten into submission by my siblings, including little Lorelai. Lorelai kind of like, it's an awkward look. Yes.
How many of them are you? Like, how many siblings?
5.
How outvoted were you?
It was 3-2.
Oh, so if Lorelai would have voted, then it wouldn't have happened.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, continue.
The deciding vote. Besides, I just hate the stench of you. And you guys watch as Hickory kind of shifts. She looks like Lorelai, but paler, blonde. The ears are a little sharper, not quite elf pointed, but sharp. You could definitely, they look like sisters. They look like halves. She is a full, like a fully grown woman, no longer her short, like, elf disguise. And she has a scar from here down. Yes, Twink.
So, what exactly is it that you want?
I want to give my sister just about as much trouble as she caused me. And I was planning on taking away all of her golden treasures, because I thought that would hurt her the most. And then I found this nice little island of yours, full of all of these people that she has been protecting and helping, and now it's like she cares about them or something. Yes,
I think she likes the gold more.
I do like the gold more. Yeah, I also found out that, like, your entire treasure trove just sort of vanished when the planes started doing their thing, so this'll have to do. Yes.
If I have more treasure, would you take it and leave?
Is it hers or is it yours?
Technically, it was loaned to me.
Twink, I think you're just not getting it. You're thinking too logically. It's also how you thought I was still going to pay you back, even when I could just kill you.
Right? Oh. But you do still owe me 32,000 gold. Like, that does. Like, that's still.
That's fine.
Yeah.
I've owed dead men more.
But you owe an alive man less, so.
Twink, you feel a sharpness into your neck.
Ow, 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 ow.
And you guys who can see, watch her hand is turning black. And claws are coming out. They're not like sinking in, but she is grabbing. And Lorelai's like, don't do it. And then you watch the black shift to this glowing... Like, it's... How do I describe this? It is still black, but there is a glow of green under it. And these little spots kind of start to form, and little spikes out of the knuckles. They're scaled. They're this iridescent, glowing green-black scales. And she goes, well then, and she throws Twink full speed at the birds.
Can I?
You need to make dex save.
I mean,
Does he
Twink,
count
you
as a
don't.
projectile?
yeah, I mean,
He is a
technically-
projectile. He's a big projectile. but he's-
Technically, Lotus
Do
could
it!
just-
It's your call. Do I still? roll
No,
the
I
dex
said it.
check?
He's a projectile.
Okay, but I just
Yeah.
catch it then.
Yeah, Dolus, you like duck out of the way, and as he's about to fly past, Lotus just like catches him, and the fog thickens around you all and takes this sort of greenish hue as the shape of Vala becomes another silhouette, standing like a good distance away from you all now, and you watch the silhouette get bigger and bigger, and she starts to shift into this serpentine form as Vala takes on her true form of a green dragon.
You motherfucker.
Nice.
And Lorelai just kind of looks up at her and goes, "Fuck."
I mean, it's
She
still
looks-
there's still time. We don't have to fight.
Can I gust of wind the fog away?
You can try.
I mean, that's what gust of wind does.
It's true.
Okay. It says it disperses gases and vapors.
That's true. You could gust of wind. It's
Cool, I'm
fine.
gonna do that.
You gust of wind and you reveal a giant green dragon staring
Well,
down at you.
I'm increasing our visual range. Because you said it limits our range, the fog.
Lorelai just like turns back to all of you, and her eyes are like glowing a bright green as she looks back at you, and she goes, "Run!"
I'm with my one hand. I'm grabbing my spears, and my other hand, I'm grabbing Twink, and I'm booking the fuck out of here.
Okay.
Okay.
No, I don't want to run. I want to watch it.
Dolus, are you grabbing
Is Mara
Bloodhound
still a-
Mara? Yes,
Yeah.
he's
I
a
am
dog.
still a dog.
I'm gonna grab Mara and fly away.
You grab Mara and start flying away. Just. And you guys, I'm gonna roll for this. You guys get out of the way just in time as this dragon just boom out in a huge plume of this green black mist sprays out over Lorelei and the area around you. And you fly out over the fog and you see just this giant dragon like slamming its claws down. And then out of the fog, you watch Lorelei just shoot up into the air. She has those same blackened clawed hands, but they are glowing red. And she has a tail.
Hot.
And I actually have a visual for this.
A what?
Oh shit!
I have a visual!
Okay. Let's go.
I have visuals. Give me one moment.
I knew it.
You knew it. What did you know?
Nothing.
Bro, I'm so mad. I said this the last time we were talking. I'm so mad.
Why are you mad?
Because I have been going over this in my head for weeks.
And
So
you're
if
right.
you look in private talks, you will see I would have asked Ray to draw this, but I wanted the spoiler to be there. So I asked Jess to give me a nice little ref. So this is half-form Lorelei, who you watch
As
jump
well as
up,
Chibi Lorelai.
as well as little
Chibi.
chibi Loreleis. And you watch her jump out of the fog and just deck this dragon in the face, and it goes toppling to the side as they both fall back into the fog. And you guys are running to Twinktania as the sounds of a dragon fighting fill the air around you.
I'm gonna undo dog form.
You shape back into your regular form. Yes, Noah.
Where the fuck am I?
So you will be involved in a bit. Don't worry.
At the bottom of the well.
Yeah, dead.
So,
roll a new character.
you all make it back into town where Auvert is like panicking in the square, and she's like, "What the fuck is happening?"
We found Vala.
You what?
Yeah.
Should we
need
help
to
her?
evacuate everyone
Evacuate everyone where?
to the beach? Get as far away from here as we can. Everyone to the beach. We need
They're
to go
all
get
paralyzed. We can't evacuate them.
How
because
Most of
they're
the
all
paralyzed people are already on the beach.
They're in the woods here, but
They're-
yes, that's fine.
Okay.
And she thaumaturgies and just starts shouting about everyone get to the beach, like everyone get away from the town. Everybody's sprinting, and like you start hearing shouting as all the
right.
buildings are vacated.
We need to go get Eggled in the ship.
Are we leaving? Are we
No.
not helping her?
No, there's a ballista on the ship.
Ah.
So you guys are
Can
all
you
running and everything.
Isn't there a way to contact Delilah here on this island?
I want to keep my island, Dolus.
Okay.
Good point.
These guys are
I'm gonna go get Hickory.
I'm dropping Twink, and I'm just
Wait, well, Lotus, where are you going?
Getting Hick
Where?
in the house.
She's
And
not in.
Petron.
I'll go follow after Lotus.
Go follow after Lotus. Go running into the house. You run upstairs, and it's just Petron in the room. Hi.
Hi,
Get up.
What the hell is happening?
we're
He's, like,
going.
getting up.
Let's go.
He was already in like the process of getting up, and he goes, "Okay, is that? Did I hear what I think I hear?"
Nope. Where's Hick?
She said she was going out to talk to all of you. She said she was gonna help you find Vala.
But Lotus, Hickory was never here. It was always Vala.
So where's Hick?
So where's Hickory? Like Petron comes to the realization at the same time. They just shout it at the same time, and then continue out.
I don't know.
You
If
guys
there's
all-
anyone else in this house, I'll like
No.
tell them to get out.
No, there's not. You guys, as you guys come running out to where Tweak and Mara, did you guys run off to the ship while the birds ran into the house? As soon as you guys come out to where they were, you guys are out, and in the fog, you can't make it out, but you hear a loud like crashing sound, and you turn and you see like the great like figure of a dragon with this deep green glow out in the fog, just go crumbling through the trees as it's like knocked over. Yeah.
How big dragon? Like adult dragon? Like
You're not familiar with dragons, so you can't tell. It's big. It's bigger than it is like the length of your ship, not in counting most of the tail.
okay, that was just me asking for me.
Yeah.
I was like, how big is this?
Oh, for you, huge, like 75 to 80 feet.
Okay, cool.
So you just watch it like tumble through. It is like a kaiju battle happening off in the mists, and you are just watching basically as you sprint towards the ship and then break into flight, I imagine. Twink, Mara, you run alongside the crowds, and you eventually sprint out onto the dock where Eggled is the ship is already pulling up ropes and stuff, and he like leans over and he's like, "Vala found Lorelei."
Yeah.
Oh, so you know about the scaly thing.
Yep, we
Okay.
know.
Yep.
All right.
Right. Awesome. And he like pulls the ladder up as soon as Twink and Mara are on it, and so they get to the top right as the birds come like swooping in and drop Petron to the deck. Woo! Dragons. That's cool. That's a lot.
Where's Alina? I'm gonna go find Alina.
You run down. Alina's down in her bed, getting up.
Alina, wake
What's happening? What's all the
I
sound?
need you to Hickory
I'm
or
se-
Doc. One of the two.
Okay, sure. And she's like, whew, and she casts sending real quick as like Eggled is prepping all the shit at the front of the ship. Doc.
Okay, cool. Yeah, all right.
You're from your place, tied up under the stairs in the cargo hold. You receive a sending message from Alina asking where you are.
How long have I been awake?
Several hours.
All right.
You basically fell asleep for just long enough to get a long rest, and then woke up and have been uncomfortably tied up down here the rest of the time.
Am I gagged?
Oh yeah.
Yep. I can respond, right?
Telepathic. You don't have to talk.
And I know I'm in the cargo hold.
Oh yeah. You recognize it. There's a giant hole in it. You could
Cargo
like see
hold!
the dock.
Help!
Oh, he's in the cargo hold.
Oh, thank you.
You run over. You open the hatch, and you could see through the slats in the stairs. Doc just like hog-tied, like.
That's really funny. Hi.
I'm calling out. Do I have like a dagger? Lotus, do you have a dagger? I do have a dagger. I'm just gonna start.
You also have talons.
You also
I
have
have
many
talents.
spears.
Yeah, but yeah, you cut Doc out really quickly.
Hi.
With your survival skills, there's like a knot you had to cut, and he's just loose immediately.
Valla's insane! She caught me!
That was
And
actually a
then...
dragon.
What?!
Let's go.
You go running up to the top deck. Alina has run up to the top deck and is like looking over. The ship is hovering like right above the fog. So you like Twink, you have a step stool that has been placed conveniently for you. And you all watch as like out of the fog, like this dragon just roars up and tackles into this smaller Lorelei. And Eggold is just like, God damn it, just go big already and beat her ass!
Oh, shit!
Yeah, Lorelei's a dragon. There's a long story. We could get into it later. He's like, he adjusts one thing and then he hits a button and the ship starts like rising. Luckily, the first thing Huon did was install that, and he like points at the ballista at the front of the boat. Unluckily, I don't know what good that's gonna do.
I mean, we're gonna shoot stuff out of it.
Alina's like already taking notes. She's like, holy crap, this is so cool. And like a huge burst of that green gas sprays out. She goes, oh my god, do you think that's toxic?
Yes.
This
Yes.
is amazing. I love this. I love every moment of this.
We need the ballista. Where are they?
Eggold points at the front of the ship where there are like multiple mounted now. Petron's like, oh, don't worry, I got this. And he goes to like crack his knuckles, but he's like, fuck. Okay, I got this with a little bit of help.
Crow?
Yeah.
Doc read a lot of like legends and shit like that. How much does he know about dragons?
I mean, basically what we know about dragons.
Cool. Alright, yeah, that's fine.
You know that they haven't really been a thing for 1,000 years or more in the greater world of Starloss. Like,
Alina!
they exist, but they're not around.
Alina, true.
Yeah?
Is there a way to force them back into small?
Oh, no. We can't do, like, anything about this. No.
No spells would help. Wait, am I there?
I mean, you could polymorph them. That would make them small.
Oh,
I don't
Would've
know
thought
how
of
to do
that.
that, though.
I wouldn't have thought of that though.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Are you still a dog? Are you still a dog?
Just a little-
Alina, do you have enlarge?
No.
Fuck.
No, I'm pretty element based. I have a few other little utility things, but then yeah.
Mm.
Eggold?
I'm a guy.
No. Okay, would being small be considered magic?
What do you
Alina?
mean? Like, could you? Alina's like, oh, like, could you dispel it?
Eggold said something about Lorelei still being small. She's
I
gotta
mean,
be
you
holding-
can't. You're not going to be able to change her forcibly. She's a drac. She just sort of changes shape.
Are we fucked?
Oh, most definitely. You guys watch as like the workshop, the top of it sticking out. You can't see Lorelei, but you watch the dragon form of Vala just get like hefted out of the smoke, seemingly whipping by the tail, and is smashed into the building.
There goes our artist.
Petrid is like loading the ballista with one arm, like, God damn it, fucking.
Doc walks over and like yanks it the rest
Just
of the
rip
way.
it. Thank you. Could you do it with the other four?
Yeah, I got it.
I grab a handful of the bolts and I run down to where the decahedron is.
Oh, okay. You run down there. Huan is like all woken up, and she's like, "Whoo! Oh, what's going on? What's going on, boss? We took off. Are we doing a test flight?
We need, well, yeah, sort of. So I need to figure out a way to make these motherfuckers as magical as possible. So I was just going to.
She just grabs one and holds it up against the dodecahedron and pulls her hammer out,
we did it at the
and
same
she just
time.
boom, and she's like, she's clearly gets some sort of like shock, and then it's glowing. It's like, ta-da!
Perfect. Keep doing that.
I got like 14 more of those in me, maybe.
Yep, and then I'll take over.
Okay.
I run the bolts back upstairs one at a time as they get done. Use these.
Got it!
Oh shit! I just loaded this thing. Patrick's like, God damn it! Fucking stupid. He pulls the bolts out. He starts putting this one in.
Doc, pulling back the other 3, however many were left, comes back to Petrin, yanks it back, slaps him on the back, and goes, "Don't fucking miss."
Hold on, I can help with that. I'll go into archer form and guiding bolt. Follow.
You go into archer form and you cast guiding bolt. Make an attack.
Let's go.
I was gonna say, just like while everyone's setting up, like I'm like leaned over the railing, like keeping watch of everything that's happening in case they come towards us. Nat 20.
Nat 20.
Let's go.
Let's go, dude.
Let's go, dude.
48 damage.
Woo! So yeah, you fire off a bolt of light, and it goes arcing down into the fog. And as Vala like rears up, it boom, and she has a ripple of light that covers her. And Petrin immediately just lets loose with a ballista bolt with advantage. It's a good thing he had advantage. All right, he hits.
Let's go.
Yeah, a bolt just strikes her, and she immediately looks up at the ship. And she beats her wings once as her mouth opens, and you watch this green light swirl in her mouth.
Eggle?
Yeah, and he like swings the wheel the other way. I need you all to make a con save with advantage.
Cool.
Except Twink. Oh no, Twink was running bolts. So yeah, so all of you.
Okay. Good thing I had
God.
Dirty 20.
Yeah, 21 for me.
21 as well.
14.
14? I'll just ask this question. Who got 22 or higher?
Oh.
Nice.
Cool.
What did you get?
No, I got the dirty 20. I just have a follow-up question depending on what happens right here.
Uh-huh.
Go ahead.
No.
I have a reaction that I might want to use.
Same.
Yeah.
I don't.
I guess it depends.
Does your reaction negate poison damage?
Absorb elements, absorb things.
Damn, let's
Absorb
go.
element.
Absorb
does not
elements
absorb
does
That's
not
poison.
absorb
acid
poison.
damage. That's right.
Poison is not an
Shit.
element.
It is not an element.
So, give me one
Damn.
quick moment here.
However,
Opium.
I'm going to use my reaction, my arcane deflection, to increase my saving throw by 4 to save.
I'm
I'm
gonna
gonna
use my
myself?
reaction.
Oh, wait.
Never mind, I'm not.
Today's a woe day.
What?
I can 1d6 her attack. Or something.
Okay, but
You
it's
can
a saving
reduce
throw.
it.
Does that even work?
No, it's a saving
No.
throw.
Okay, never
So-
mind.
So I succeed.
So you succeed. So we have one success.
Is she more than 60 feet away?
She is.
Oh, damn. Sucks.
I like how you're all. It's okay. I didn't roll super high for this.
Cool.
You're all going to take, and then it's recharge. So hey, fingers
can't wait
crossed
for
it
him to be
doesn't
like-
recharge.
I didn't roll high. You all take 70 points of damage.
I didn't roll that
I
high. You
know.
all take 38 points of poison damage.
How much do I take?
Yeah,
How much do I take?
half of 38. So
19.
15 plus 4. Yeah, 19. So yeah, this mist hits the side of the ship and like washes over it. And Eggold, seemingly ready, had something that he just like held over his face, and it just washed over. And all of you have this sickening twist in your gut as you start like hacking and heaving.
Oh.
And
I
then
didn't like that.
she rears back, having recharged. But before she could do it again, you guys watch as another dragon, a black and red dragon, shoots up out of the fog and bites onto her neck and like pins her down in the fog. I have a reference for this as well.
Let's go! Yeah!
While you're pulling up that reference, like after we're like all coughing, ooh, that's we're all heaving and hacking. Dolus like on the ground, it's like, Mara, can you use that staff?
Yeah. I'll do mask your wounds.
All right.
Cool.
3d8 plus 4.
So
That's really sick.
yeah, so this
17.
dragon, as you can see, it's not visual here, but both of them have this sparkle to them, almost like when light is cast through the die, like your dice, like resin dice. They have this tinge to them of green for Vala and red for Lorelei. Yes,
Our dice goblin dice.
like our dice goblin dice. Oh, look at that!
We all heal 17
You all
from the
heal
master
17.
wounds? Cool.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And yeah, there is like a glow coming from the orange of Lorelei, and as she pins Vala down, her dragon head rears back, and you watch like the glow brighten and run up her neck, and then she just boom fire down in this massive cone right onto Vala.
I am still running magical bolts.
Yeah,
back
you
and
run
forth.
bolts. Let's see. Let's just... Doc, are you also taking shots, or are you just helping Petrin load?
I'm helping Petrin load, then loading my own.
Okay. We'll do this.
Lotus has no fucking clue what to do, so she's just watching the fight.
Yeah, I feel you.
All
I
right.
want to shoot, Doc.
As he's running back and forth, it's like, are we sure I'm not dead? And this is all just like...
Doc, you and Petrin both are managing to land all of your shots.
Let's go.
And finally,
Big fucking dragon. I mean,
it's a big target. She throws Lorelei off, smashing into a chunk of the woods nearby. Twink, you know that that's the general area of the farm.
Copium.
And then she flaps her wings, and Vala takes flight.
In what direction, may I
She goes straight up, and then she unleashes a huge roar straight up. And can you all make wisdom saves for me?
Yeah.
Son of a bitch. Okay. Good. Cool.
18.
25.
20.
I got 20 as well.
15.
Oh, okay. Well, so Eggold, Twink, and Mara saved. Birds, Doc, you are horrified. As
Wait, I
this
failed
group-
with a 25?
Oh no, you succeeded. I'm sorry.
Okay.
Did I? Mara, you got 25, right?
I got 20.
20? Okay, you succeeded. So
I assume it's
Lotus,
20.
Lotus and Doc, you are just horrified as this giant green beast takes to the sky and opens its wings and looks to the ship.
Shit.
I just instinctively grab like Dolus's cloak and just kind of like hide behind him.
I'll like pull Lotus in to like a side holding her.
So she's gonna fly over, and I need you all to make dex saves as she rams the ship.
Ramming the ship.
Oh yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Okay. 16.
20.
Okay.
Yeah, I got a 13.
Okay.
16?
Who got 15 or higher?
Ah!
Everybody but Twink. Twink, you are going to take
This is payback for the save on the poison breath.
You're gonna take 10 points of bludgeoning damage as you are just yeeted to the side of the ship and smash into the mast.
How long ago was this? Because I
With
might
what?
be able to use my arcane deflection again.
How long ago was what?
The poison breath?
Long
Yeah.
enough that a round would have passed?
I get to use it again! Let's go! I just can't cast any spells during this time.
Cool. Well, you
Yeah.
saved.
So,
This is the perfect time to use this because I'm
you
not
say-
casting spells anyways.
so you get rammed, like it rams, and you start like rotating it. You cast your deflection, and you kind of like land on your feet with the aid of magic.
Wait, so is she like by the ship now? She just
Oh,
rammed into it?
she rammed into it. She's grabbing it.
I'm gonna fire some Eldritch Blast into her.
I'm gonna hex her.
Shoot. 5th level guiding bolt.
Oh, 5th level guiding.
Both of you make
Yeah.
attack rolls. I have to make a save.
Wait,
for
who
the
goes
hex, yeah?
first? We should roll initiative.
Yeah, true. Actually,
Just because I want advantage on my Eldritch Blast.
There is no save for hex.
She's just hexed.
Yeah.
What are you hexing?
Oh, that's a great question, isn't it?
Can you two do rollies for me?
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Let's
16.
Let's
Okay.
hex her strength.
Two.
So we
What
will
are you
say
hexing?
strength. Okay, we will say the outcome that you wanted succeeds, Stolas. So
Okay.
you manage to catch that Mara's casting guiding bolt, and you wait until the light hits, and then you attack.
25 to hit.
That hits.
While I'm waiting
22.
for the guiding bolt, can I also bonus action hex? No, I can't. I can't hex and no, I can. I'll bonus action hex as well. While I'm waiting,
Can't.
I'm gonna hex her wisdom.
Didn't we talk about this during the spider fight that it can only have one hex
Yeah,
at a time?
you can't double
Oh,
hex.
we can't double hex her.
Yeah.
But she's so big.
Yes, Lotus.
One wing hex.
Seeing that she's right in front and knowing that a fight is incoming, a close combat fight, I've just kind of gripped Dolus a little harder and closed my eyes. And I think back to, back in the hut with Raiden and Dolus and feeling very safe. And I use stillness of mind to stop myself from being frightened.
Okay.
It's actually a great
Nice.
question, Cryo. Can I even
Yeah.
hex her?
Can you hex her? What do
I'm
you mean?
frightened.
Doesn't.
Yeah, you can do that. That's fine.
You just
Okay,
can't
cool.
go towards her.
You can't move towards her, and you have disadvantage.
You
Okay.
can't willingly move towards her.
Yeah.
Okay.
You can be moved towards her.
I couldn't remember if frightened stopped you from making like a advancing attack on them, or like any sort of move against them.
Well, so she is going to, as she like roars up at you and gets smacked by both of your attacks. Dolus, did you roll for damage?
I did not roll to hit even.
Oh, okay. You have advantage.
Cool. On the first one only, right?
Yes.
So the first one, that's a natural 20.
Let's go.
It was a natural 20 and a 6 were my two rolls. And then the other attack is going to be another 6.
Well, the first one hits.
Cool. It's a nat 20. It makes up for the fact that the other one misses. Oh, even if it's a 6 plus 7.
Yeah.
Does a
even if it's a
13
six.
hit?
No, it does not.
Dragon.
So that's 2d10s. It's 9. And 4, so that's 13. Plus 6, because all my things, that's 19. 19 damage as this critical Eldritch Blast
Okay.
hits.
Yeah, and binks into her. She roars again, and she swings her tail across the deck, damaging one of the masts, or what was a mast and is now a support. Snaps one of the ropes that attaches to the balloon, like clean through. And up there would be Petrin, Doc, and Twink got moved, so not Twink. So Petrin, Doc, Mara.
Oh,
Who does 18 hit?
I'd like to shield.
Okay. Just Mara? Well, actually, Mara and Petrin are both about to get smacked. Oh, poor Petrin.
Oh, no.
Poor Petrin.
Copium.
Petrin in the moment, like, really engrossed, is like, this is amazing! And then the tail comes swinging in, and he just goes, oh shit! And you smacked! Okay, this isn't bad. You're getting hit for 13 bludgeoning damage.
Oh, that's not that.
You just get dropped by the tail as it swipes across. And then, Twink. She's gonna try and grab you.
What a bitch.
Make a contested, make a
You
grapple.
already fucking know.
Try to save.
Know.
Look,
It's a
you don't know what I
dragon,
rolled.
dude.
You don't know what I
It
rolled.
doesn't matter what you rolled.
You don't know what I rolled. Maybe I rolled a nat 1. Maybe you roll high enough.
You know, there is a chance. Because I rolled a natural 19.
Okay.
Did you roll a
Plus.
disadvantage?
Wait, the
of its
hex?
strength?
Plus 0.
It
Oh,
was plus-
disadvantage, yeah.
Ooh.
Okay. Plus 0, right?
Plus 0. It's just 19. However, if I fail, I have arcane deflection.
She did have disadvantage. And you have a, what does arcane deflection add?
Plus 4.
Plus 4.
So that's 23.
Meat beats. You were safe. She tries to, she comes in to grab, and you being small, you like roll out from under her claws. It smashes into the deck and rips out a chunk of wood. And then before she can make another move, she like rears back to breathe down at you all again, that gas building up, and before she can, you hear the sound of more wings and just claws and teeth sink into her back, and Lorelei rips her off the side of the ship, sadly taking chunks of the railing and wood with her as she
Can I
pulls
fire at
Vala
her
down.
as she goes
Yeah,
away?
with disadvantage.
Sure.
I want to cure wounds myself.
Go right ahead.
That's a 17 for the 1st
Mhm.
one.
Okay.
And 19 for the second one.
17 and 19. That's
Yeah.
without like bonuses. Or
That's
with
the
bonus.
total.
Neither hit.
Okay, cool.
So you fire off after her. They both just go wide.
Okay.
Eggle, this is just like, yeah, look, don't get me wrong, Ballista, great idea. I don't think we could deal with another dragon thing.
Yeah.
A large chunk of the ship just like ripped out. Twink, what do we do?
Am I above deck or below deck at this point?
Above deck.
Yep. Nope. We gotta retreat. Let's go.
Spins the wheel and the ship starts tilting.
Hopefully that was enough advantage.
Guys return to the beach as the sounds of the dragon fight continue in the distance. Every now and then you watch one of them take off and they get pulled down and pinned by the other in the fog. Are you guys just gonna sit and wait this out?
I'm
Call
probably gonna go find Vilvom and tell him that we need to start getting people the fuck out of here to Riverbend.
You land on the dock. Is Vilvom already like waiting for you? So you say it and they're just like, yeah, of course. They start shouting and people just start getting shoved through transport via plants like rapidly.
As for me, I am going to sit there and wait for this to pan out.
At one point, Illis comes running down the dock. What the hell is happening?
Look, 2 dragons are fighting each other.
2 dragons and one of them is my girlfriend, apparently.
Oh, you guys are official. How nice.
No,
Yeah.
we're not. She didn't want to be. It's not. It's a thing. Let's not get into it.
It's really not the time.
Yeah, so one of them, yep, and the other one is sister.
A
Yep.
huge plume of fire shoots out into the sky out of the
Oh.
fog.
Thank
That's
God that
normal.
wasn't at the trees.
I wonder if that griffin's okay.
There's a
The
griffin.
boars are gone now.
Do you think the boars?
There are bull. Oh my god.
There's so many boars.
I'm going to help with the evacuation. Again.
Great, yeah, it's a great
Great.
idea. I'm sorry that we had to expedite getting your people to. Yeah, no, I'm sorry.
2 in a
but
week. Love it. Runs off. Eventually, after maybe 15, 20 more minutes of this, everything kind of dies down. And then there is an eerie quiet that kind of takes over.
I'm gonna summon Aldrich.
You summon Aldrich.
In owl.
Okay. An owl appears on your shoulder. Huh! Dockery, are you well?
I was poisoned. Lorelai's
I know you
dragon.
ate that apple like a fool.
What else was I gonna do, dude? That's
You
a
take
dragon.
you take a bite and then you say, "We did not know she was a dragon." Dude, wait, she's a dragon?
Yes, she's a dragon. What do you know about dragons?
Not much.
Fantastic. Okay, it's quiet. Can you go find out if they're dead?
You want me to fly over there when there's a dragon?
You are so stealthy,
Wait,
buddy.
hold on. I'm just gonna like hold a hand out in the direction of Doc and Aldrich. Hold on. Wait a second. Wait a moment. This might just be a calm before storm. We shouldn't get close. Not yet.
We could get Alina to send a message to Lorelai.
Yes, I can do that.
Oh, hi, you're still here.
Should have gone.
Yeah, I've been taking notes this entire time. I also totally got hit by that poison. It was not pleasant.
Oh, are you alright?
She taps her little scroll wrapped in copper wire, and there's a moment of silence as she sends her message. And then she's just like, she says it's safe. That's all she said.
All right, well, let's go see what happened.
Oh, I need to roll a d20 to see if I roll a nat 1 to see if the staff goes away.
Yep.
Please, please, please.
What?
Okay, we're fine. I was
It's
almost
fine.
a 1.
Yeah. When the staff is out of charges, he has to roll to see if it turns into just a regular stick.
Cool.
Or no, not even. It just vanishes forever.
Yeah.
It's not even a
Uh-huh.
stick.
Doc just kind of vaults over the what's left of the side of the ship onto
You're like
the dock.
20 feet up, my bruv.
Okay, never mind.
We're in an airship.
Yeah, I forgot we're a little bit higher than usual. I'm
Yeah.
gonna climb down as carefully as possible.
Okay. Yeah, you climb down. You guys all clamber down.
I'm gonna fly over to the wreckage.
All right, Lotus, are you flying as well? The fear has somewhat is totally gone now with your stillness of mind, so you can approach.
My form poofs away.
Oh yeah, you were in a form.
He was sorry for him.
Yeah.
I'm still gonna have Aldrich scout out.
The birds take off with Aldrich flying alongside them. Aldrich a little slower than Lotus, a little faster than Dolus. I like that this is just happening.
I mean, we're fine.
The fog is kind of clearing up, like Aver said it would, as the day goes on. And you can see that the workshop is like half destroyed. Your house is shockingly okay. A few of the other buildings are burnt and charred, and they're the earth or between Twinktania and the plains where the fight started is just wrecked. Trees are broken, things are still on fire. There's like mists of gas out and about. This is honestly very distracting. Can you stop? I'm like, no offense. I love it. It's cute. I just am trying to explain. Yeah, it is like as bad as the war zone you saw days ago, if not worse. There are ruts cut into the ground. There are claw marks torn out throughout the soil. You can see the farm is like half destroyed. And you fly out, and as you fly out, you see the shape of a dragon in the mist, like laying on the ground. And as you get closer, you see the profile that you recognize as a woman. You're not sure if it's Lorelai or Vala at first, but as you get
What color
closer,
is the dragon?
as you get closer, you see that the dragon is green.
Okay.
And so you fly down and you land, and it is Lorelai sitting there in her like normal wear, just like panting. And she looks normal, like as you guys know her, and she just says, "Hi."
Are you?
Did you win?
Oh yeah, no, I won.
Is she dead?
No, she's just knocked the fuck out.
Are you
Oh,
going to kill her?
No, she's my sister. What the hell's wrong with you?
do you want me to
Shut
kill
up!
her?
He snapped!
What? No, she's looking at you, Dola. She's like, what?
She's my sister. You both just destroyed this whole island trying to kill each other. She's my sister.
Yeah, look, it's the relationship's a little fucking complicated. We're not all hapsy-dory like you two.
Do you want me to, like, your brother?
I want you to get your brother the fuck out of here before I light him on fire. Really, leave. Like at Dolis.
Okay, I guess I'll turn around and walk away.
Is her head in her hand?
Doc just kind of.
You guys, as you're walking up, out of, like, through the wreckage of everything. Tweed, I assume you're taking a moment and being like, oh shit.
Not the farm. Not the tree I liked. Not those bushes.
Also, the half of the workshop that's gone.
Yeah, I was that.
I can grow it back.
Doc just beeline straight for Laura.
I was ready for that today.
You guys are,
Yeah,
as you're
well-
going, you pass Dolis walking back.
I got it, man.
We'll
I
use the magical seeds that Illis gave us.
What? How did those work?
I don't know. I figure if I plant them, you can grow them.
Dad, look at that.
No,
Why not?
because you will probably make them all grow in the palm of your hand, and we would be fucked.
I mean, I wouldn't do that here on purpose. Just want to look at it.
The purpose part is the part that gets me. Okay, so no.
What do you mean?
Later.
Dolis, you come upon them bickering in the destroyed trees.
Okay, I'm just gonna keep going. I'm just gonna go back to the ship.
But
Can I roll
but
persuasion?
that's the wrong way.
She doesn't want me here.
Okay.
Yes, Lotus.
I think Lotus would kind of awkwardly walk over and sit on the ground beside Lorelai, like,
Hi, Lotus.
Hi. Are you gonna be okay?
You felt bad when you killed Iliad, right?
I mean, yeah.
So even though he did bad things and wanted to hurt you, he was still your brother, sort of.
Hmm.
And if you'd known it was your brother when the fight was happening, you'd have... Would you have hurt him? If Dolis, right now, came back screaming at you about how you were a monster and wanted to kill you, would you... Could you do it?
I think it would. I think I would try to talk to him. And if he's trying to actually kill me and harm the people that I love, then I think with a lot of regret I would.
I'm not like you and people. If you couldn't, in her hands, do the claw thing, gather that. Dragons don't normally do the talking thing. That's how we talk. She, like, gestures at the just fucked up and, like, bleeding and unconscious Vala. Especially dragons like me and her.
Why does
So
that
you
have to?
guys, you're not there.
You're not there.
I'm sorry.
So you guys just fight it out until one person wins?
That's how we always used to do it. And then, a long time ago, people decided to hunt us and call us monsters. And I mean, to be fair, we were. Stole a lot of money, killed a lot of people, ate a few of them. but I don't know, 1,000 years without your family, you kind of reconsider something.
Do you want to be family with her again?
Around now is when the rest of you come walking up.
Wow.
Yeah.
That was a lot.
Yeah.
So what now?
Now I guess I wait for her to wake up, have a very stern and awkward chat, maybe kill her if I have to.
You want me to wake her up?
Maybe we should set up, like, chains or weapons or something to give me a hand. Like, I could kill her on my own, but I don't want to, and also, I might cause more, and she, like, looks back at the mist kind of now clearing damage, and she's like, might cause a bit more of a ruckus.
I mean, we'll listen to what you say. If you can't do it, but you think it's a good idea to, give her the knife, then you've already given me permission for one of your siblings.
Yeah.
So like, what do we have that could chain her down? Because there's nothing.
Yeah, no, really, no. Yeah, no, not really. Do we want to just set a bunch of weapons up pointed at her?
Not sure what they do.
Don't worry, weapons hurt, and she's already, pretty injured.
Doc summons the hour.
Oh, I meant, like, ballista and, like, a bunch of Westwood archers. I meant, like, let's get, like, a battalion here and just aim a bunch of stuff at her. I was not exaggerating when I said that we are not afraid of you.
He just disperses it.
I'm sorry, kid. I don't mean it mean. I'm just being honest.
I know.
Yeah, Lotus.
I'm super fast. I could get whoever is still here.
Yeah, go get your elf friend and have him get some people, I guess.
Okay. Do you want me
So-
to pull us back as well? Or?
No, I'd probably eat him if he came back. Don't give me some time.
Okay, please don't eat my brother.
She goes off.
You can't go threatening to eat people.
I've been good for like several hundred years.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm just kind of coming off the adrenaline and the transformation. Just give me
I get it.
give me a little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, I get it.
Yeah, I'm sure. Yeah. Yeah. You got
So what are you gonna
questions?
say
You
to
got
her?
things you want to talk about? Oh, that. I guess I'm gonna say that I'm sorry, and that I was wrong and shouldn't have beat her half to death all those centuries ago, and that maybe we could try and be like good to each other. It's not really in our nature, if you couldn't tell from the color of my scales. Like the hand turns red.
Oh, man.
So,
You beat my ass because you were a dragon.
I would have beat your ass if I wasn't a dragon. However, the whole like picking you up and throwing you, that was I dipped a little into the strength I probably shouldn't have, but it was satisfying.
Can I become one of you?
I don't know what druids do.
Huh.
That's a question for you, really, more than anything else. Or I guess could be a question for like Illis or some Westwood people. I think Vilvalm's a druid. I don't know.
Ooh, okay.
You could
I'll
ask them.
Okay.
Really,
Okay.
nothing about the. She like gestures to the scales again.
How are we gonna solve her territory issue?
I don't know.
What if I give her one?
A territory?
Mm-hmm.
Do you have a territory? Oh my god,
I do, and it's not even
Yeah.
close to here.
that's true. She doesn't like the cold, and Ravenloft's pretty cold.
Mm.
You don't have another psycho sibling in that area, do you?
Not in Eubola, no.
That's good.
No, I got Shadestep, Eubola, and general oceany area established pretty firmly.
Twink? I mean, Ravenloft's one option, but you did say you wanted to protect this place. If you make a deal with her.
My only concern is, well, it's really up to you. And I point at Lorelei and I go, because you'll probably see her a lot more if she was here instead of there.
I'm okay with that. Yeah, might not be. Also, we're still dragons, so, you would not believe the amount of self-restraint it took to just not rip her to shreds.
Yeah, no, I get that. I get that.
But we have a technically endless supply of food. And she still gets to do her business here, and she is really good at what she does.
There's a different issue, though, which is thousands of elves saw 2 dragons appear on Twinktania.
Well, but only one of those elves really, well, maybe two. Two of those elves really know who you are.
Yeah, but there's a reason you don't see dragons anymore, Twink. It's because we made some bad decisions, and then the Empire decided to hunt us all to almost extinction.
Mm-hmm. It's a good thing they were elves and not the Empire.
I'm just worried about word getting around.
Let them come. How are they going to find you?
Slaughtering their way through the entire island until I'm forced to reveal myself.
Yeah.
Maybe poison the well so that a bunch of people end up paralyzed and I'm forced to shout their name out in the middle of the plain.
When Vala caught me, she mentioned something about wiping me.
Memory wipe? I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know that magic. That's not a dragon thing. That's a her thing. It would be pretty fucking useful.
Or we could use it as an attraction to get people to come to the island.
Please don't suggest using my sister as a circus attraction.
I'm not suggesting that she turn into a dragon and throw hoops. I just mean like, hey, if there was word of it, there's a dragon on Twinktania, and people wanted to come see for themselves, so they're not gonna find anything, but
They'd come to kill her.
well, I mean, they're not gonna find anything. I'm just saying, let's not rule it out. Is all I'm saying.
I haven't turned in 600 years, give or take. At least not all the way. So, I don't know the world's current attitude about dragons, to be honest with you.
People are just gonna, they'll never believe it. It'll just be a myth, be a legend. It'll be something people are trying to come see. Let's go hunt for the dragon.
Well, assuming I don't have to break my sister's neck when she wakes up.
Oh yeah, right about that. Yeah, forgot.
Mara, you got wisdom. What's your word?
I think Twink has a point, honestly.
You're right. He is wise.
About the circus attraction, or about?
I mean, the way that I see it, I doubt they're gonna believe this word of mouth, and I also, wouldn't necessarily be like the worst thing if we brought more people here, but I guess it depends.
Could blame it on a hallucinogen in the well.
Doc?
Yeah.
I got Lotus's bit a little, but you're a sibling. You're 2 siblings. What would you do?
You still love her, don't you?
Yeah, which isn't an emotion I'm used to feeling when I look at one of my siblings. It's kind of like there's a weird bubbling in my stomach.
The way I see it, Nick and I have fought, and this is not easy. And obviously, I'm not a dragon. But family does stick together when it comes down to it. I mean, for weeks, I blamed myself for what happened to my dad. I blamed Hick at one point. But family's family. You guys are blood.
Yeah,
She's
she like
pissed.
looks at the bloody injuries on her and just, yeah, blood.
She's pissed off because you hurt her. And I don't think it's the injuries that hurt, Lorelei.
I'm pretty sure that probably hurts.
I'm gonna punch you in the face.
I'd like to see you try.
Regardless. You went against your family, and they're mad. But obviously, if she was really mad, she could have killed us 100 times. She could have killed you 100 times. She's giving you some sort of bridge, as rickety and broke down as it might be. I don't think we need restraints. It's a gamble. But you need to appeal to the fact that she's your family. And if we chain her up, she's just gonna feel like the monster that you guys said people looked at you as.
You know, Doc, you're not just pretty. And she like pats you on the head. Then she's kind of like, so you guys all might want to be a good distance away when she wakes up, just because, you know, even if she does decide to talk, she might a little before that.
Can you wake her up, or do you need one of us to do it?
Yeah, actually, no, I can't. Could one of you give me a hand?
Yep. Are you guys ready?
Maybe you want to wait until people walk away and then do it, and then you can
that's
just
a very
run
good
away.
idea. Yeah. That's a good idea.
Yeah. Tell Lotus and her army she's acquiring to just sort of stand by, and tell Dolus I will not light him on fire. I was just a little perturbed.
Eden.
It's a good one.
All right, you guys better go, because I'm going to do this.
Aldrich, can you deliver the message to Lotus?
Of course. He takes
Thank you.
off.
Mara, come on. He just starts pushing Mara toward the tree line.
Mara just starts sprinting ahead of you.
I'll cast Cure Wounds, and then I'm going to cast invisibility on myself.
You cast Cure Wounds, and she kind of shifts, and then you turn invisible, and Lorelei's just like, yeah, she'll know you're there.
And I start running away.
You start running away. And you guys all run down to what remains of the tree line. Are you going to keep running, or are you going to try, like, skid to a stop in one of the craters?
Oh, no, 100%. I want to hear what's going down.
All right.
Same.
You guys are, like, maybe, like, 100 feet away. You know, like, stop. This dragon stirs, and Lorelei kind of just crosses her arms and stands in front of him. Dolus, you watch your sister, like, fly past you towards the ship as you have walked most of the way by the time she flies past.
Oh, I would have flown.
Yeah. Oh, you would have flown?
Yeah.
Okay. I just know you said you were walking at first.
Right. I'm gonna get back to the. I'm gonna try and get back to the ship as fast as I can.
Yeah. So you get back to the ship. And
Do I get there before Lotus?
for sure.
Okay. I'm going to. Do I see Alina?
Yeah, she's still on the side writing notes. She's like sitting now against the railing with like the destroyed chunk of the ship next to her. She's just like 6 by 5.
I'm gonna walk over to Alina and I'm going to crouch down next to her.
Oh,
Alina,
hello. Yeah.
I'm going to grab her hand with
Blech.
my left hand. I'm gonna like grab her palm and just like keep it safe. And I'm going to bottled respite go into the ring.
Okay. Lotus, you land on the deck and Eggold is there and Alina is there and Eggold immediately is just like, is she good?
I think that's what people in pirates call fucked up.
But like she's still alive and breathing and okay.
Lorelai's good. Walla was on the ground, unconscious.
I don't give a shit about Vala.
Okay,
Thank you, though.
yeah. Lorelai snapped at Dolus.
Oh, that's why he flew here dejectedly and went to talk to the wizard girl.
Oh. Uh-oh.
He did the thing.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay. At least he's safe. Yeah, so, like, Lorelai wants ballistas and stuff. And maybe, like, an army of elven archers.
Patron!
Eventually.
At the front of the ship, like, laying on the floor, holding his stump, is just Patron just, yeah, you're needed!
Maybe we
Sit
should
up.
just lay there.
I don't know who to get for you. He might.
Maybe I should just go and find Rovan.
Also a good idea. And Patron goes, it's okay! I have a thing! And he pulls out, like, the pin, like, his, like, badge pin. And he's just like, Illis! We need dragon support. At the ship.
Do you need, like, a medic or something?
No, I just need to lay here. I still haven't had breakfast.
Do you
Not
need a
Hickory
pillow?
was gonna go get food and then wasn't Hickory.
Oh, do you want a pillow? I can get you a pillow.
That would be great actually, yeah.
Okay,
Okay, thank you.
I'll go get a pillow.
You go to get a pillow for him for Petrin. Dolus, what are you doing in the ring?
Well, first I'm gonna look around, see if there's any new weapons that have appeared.
There are not.
All right.
However, there are a few drapes that have appeared, that are hanging down the way that they did before. Those like dangling cloths and folds.
Sick.
The atmosphere is sort of returning.
Hmm. I'm just gonna like, after finding no weapons, I'm just gonna plop down on like some of the pillows. I'm just gonna like make a bread roll and just bite out of it dejectedly. Just sit there and contemplate.
All right. Lotus, you return. You give the pillow to Petron. He takes it and lays down. And then Alina nearby is like, Lotus, do you want your brother?
No, you can hold on to him.
Okay.
Can you, like, can you tell him?
Lotus is okay.
Yeah.
You should be
Yeah,
very
just-
proud, big brother. She's great. Everything's great. Everything's fine here.
I
Yeah.
hear that like coming from above me, and I'm just like, I wasn't concerned, but all right, I guess.
I think I think he needs somebody, but nobody at all right now. So if you could just like talk to him.
I'm great at being not present, but present.
Yeah, you do that. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good. Yep. Eggold, where's Illis?
Like looks over the
Dolus
side
went
and
into
goes,
his ring
"There."
for like a moment of quiet, and now he's gonna get his fucking ears talked off by Alina constantly everywhere around him, all at once.
Yeah, so he like points to where Ella's gathering people on the beach. The fog has finally fully dispersed. You fly over to her. Is Lorelei all right?
Yeah, she's yep, she's good.
Oh, thank goodness. So, gestures at all the they don't look happy or well put together. A lot of them are injured. A lot of them are messed up. She's like, these are the archers I could gather. It's like 30 people.
As long as they can just shoot, they'll from like far away, they'll be okay.
Okay.
Here,
Pulls out taffy from her bag and just starts giving.
You
taffy
start
to
giving the
people.
taffy out to all of them. As you get through, maybe like 15 or 16 of them, you reach into your taffy bag, and there is no more taffy.
The end of an era.
I have no more.
Oh, but they're all basically like, that's fine. A few of them are like, here, you can have mine, like that,
No,
like back and
no,
forth.
it's okay.
And then one of them in the back is like kicks the sand, kind of.
Man, they were shades of tough.
An important lesson was learned today. Don't share with the class if you don't have enough for everybody.
And then you guys head off towards where the dragons are. And meanwhile, at the dragons, Vala awoke, angrily growled something that you guys couldn't make out because it was not in the common language at Lorelei, and then Lorelei snapped back almost angry for a second, then was like, and said a few more things in Draconic. None of you speak. And follow, like,
I have comprehend languages.
you do. Do you want to cast it now that you can tell they're speaking? Okay. You cast comprehend languages after they have like one or two sentences back and forth, and you register that they're speaking in another language and not just growling at each other. Vala, like, you come right into like the middle of a sentence of Vala being like, "Why should I listen to you?" And Lorelei's like, "Look, I'm really trying here. I could have killed you. You know I could have killed you. I had your neck in my mouth like a dozen times in that fight. It would have just been as easy as twist." And then Vala's like, "Oh, so you're just not a woman enough to kill me anymore now, huh? Is that it?" Lorelei's like, "Look, I just didn't want to kill you. Is that so strange?" And then this goes like back and forth for a minute as Vala like eventually stands back up. Lorelei still doesn't shift. They're just like shouting at each other. And Twink, you're watching like. And meanwhile, Doc and Mara, you don't understand shit that's happening.
Yeah,
They're
no.
just like growling and making these weird sounds at each other.
Is this what I sound like when I like go animal?
Yeah. You know, if Aldrich was here, he could be pseudo dragon translating, but you know, sucks.
And
And then you guys
Sucks.
both notice that Twink is like enamored listening.
Twink is invisible. They don't have fucking
That's
clue.
true.
They don't have
You're
a
still
fucking
invisible.
clue.
Wait,
Oh wait,
no, you
comprehend
cast comprehend languages. Yeah,
Is
so
it,
Twink just
concentration?
appeared next to you guys.
It is not concentration.
It's not? Is it
No.
just a one-time cast?
It's not concentration.
Holy crap, it is.
All right.
I
So we
could
don't
have
know Twink
sworn.
is there.
All right. Yeah, Twink is invisible
Yeah,
next
we're
to
just
you
talking.
guys.
We're just talking to each other, like, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, he'll get back any minute, and then we're good. We're good.
yeah,
Can you both make just roll a 20 for me?
Yeah, sure. 5.
Okay.
one.
All right, that's fine. Lotus. Aldrich comes flying into you as you guys are walking towards like the no man's land. He lands on your shoulder and just, hello.
Wait,
Oh,
can I pet you?
Hello. Yeah, yes. No, continue.
Okay,
All right. No, I was sent to send a message. Well, to deliver a message. I'm sent to deliver a message.
Oh.
So we are to stand by, out of sight, in case the ruckus begins again. And then we are to kill the green one. But we are going to attempt diplomacy.
What does that mean?
We're going to try to talk.
Oh, okay.
I do believe that Admiral Lorelei thinks that she may have knocked enough sense into her sister to have a conversation now.
Okay.
Dragons are very aggressive and territorial. They answer only to greater strength than their own.
So because Lorelei beat up Vala.
Then Vala may be
gonna
willing to listen, yes.
Oh,
Granted,
okay.
I have never encountered a dragon. I only know this through stories. And granted, Vala also has a personal vendetta, and is not just another dragon. So it may not work, which is why we have to be prepared to kill the green one.
Okay. Kind of.
I have a
looks-
question. Owls do not see in color. If they turn into dragons, you know which one is the green one, yes?
Yeah.
All right, perfect.
Yeah.
Yes, thank you.
I'll point out the one if they turn.
And I kind of look back at the sea of elves. And
You heard him. All right. Diplomacy.
Ellis is just like, oh my god, she's gonna die. She's gonna die. Her sister's gonna eat her.
Nah. I'm sure it'll work out.
I'm sure everything will be fine. Everything will be great. Twink. Vala has taken like full aggressive stance. Like when a cat is pissed off and does like the wide angry stance, like her claws digging into the ground. Lorelei has like not reacted at all.
You hear me yell out, "Tell her about the new territory!"
You guys just hear next to you Twink's voice out of thin air shout that. And you could make that intelligence check again with advantage if you want.
Let's go.
I'm kidding. You guys realize at this point, you didn't see Twink come back.
Doc, in a panic, just kind of swings. He's swinging way too high. He's
just
swinging
a
it like
punch
where a human would
sails
be.
over your head, Twink,
Just stop!
like a panic. Like,
I'm gonna thorn whip in front of me.
he's not in front of you, so you
see
miss.
if I hit anything.
You just thorn whip out wildly. 2 attacks just fly past you, Twink.
Yeah, I drop invisibility and go, "What the fuck, guys?
We didn't know you were here.
Yeah, what the fuck? Could have said something.
I did.
So many
I just
things
did.
have tried to. Shh. Do you understand?
In
what you're
common
saying?
now, Lorelei is like, if you'd like, I know that we sort of messed up what you had going in the Westwood, even though it was only one city and it wasn't my fault. Vala kind of growls. She's like, but this is not all of Twinktania. The northern half of Ubor, the Ravenloft Mountains, is also owned by him. Vala just... Or you could stay here, but you'd have to see me when I come back. And we'd have to not go ballistic and try and kill each other, at least in our full forms. I'd prefer we not go ballistic and try and kill each other in any of our forms, but definitely can't do it in the big one. They are not looking
I
at you.
know.
You just raise your hand and they like have like a moment and then you register that they are not looking at you.
Yeah.
Are you gonna attempt to get attention still, or I'm giving you this chance if you want to try.
You could spar it out on occasion. Gently.
Yeah, that's not how dragons work. We kind of there's like a hormonal reaction. We'd still try and beat the shit out of each other.
Never mind.
Yeah.
You think fighting solves things? What?
It worked in the nights.
Yeah, it also just kind of worked right here. It just kind of worked.
Hopefully they're good after this.
I'm
Shh. Continue listening.
I still don't like you right now. Didn't help us.
Did you say that to Doc?
Yeah.
Doc just looks at him.
He doesn't know you were tied up. You just showed up suddenly.
I was knocked out last night and tied up under the...
I'm
shut
trying to
the
listen.
fuck up
I'm
right
trying
now.
to listen.
Then walk away!
Good idea. And I start walking.
you walk like 20 feet away so you
Mara.
can hear.
I was tied up under the boat, but...
I start walking away with Twink.
Oh no!
I'm sorry! Doc yells.
You yell, "I'm sorry!" And both of like Lorelai and Vala turn to look at you. And then they go back to talking in Draconic. Lotus, you get to like the tree line, the new tree line that has been made now, and Illis stops. And you can see them; they're like several hundred feet away. But you can also see Twink and Mara walking away from Doc.
Huh. Aldrich. Sir Aldrich.
Yes.
Something. What's your full name again?
Sir Aldrich Monsunton.
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 You should
It's
maybe-
difficult to pronounce in common. That's why I struggle with it. It's either Suntin or Sundrin. I do not know.
Okay, I think you should check on Doc. The
Ah.
other two are walking away from him.
Of course, and he vroom, takes off.
Okay.
Kind of looks at Illis and kind of looks at the sea of the elves.
I think we just stay here until further notice.
Mm-hmm. Twink,
Yeah.
you hear them. Lorelai's like, if you stay, you can't threaten anyone. You can't poison anyone. You can't eat anyone. And Vala's like, and like spits out a little green smoke. Anyone? They're boar. You can eat them forever. They literally spawn almost infinitely. And what about you? Well, me, I'm an admiral, so I'll be doing admiral things. In fact, if you stay in your little shop, you won't even ever have to fucking see me. Island. Ugh. Yeah, I know. You like swamps and forests. You're green. You like poison. Shut up. Do you want to stay or not? Val like turns and looks at you, Twink. I'm not listening to him, you know that, right? Lorelai's like, yeah, I only kind of listen to him. Also, like, I'm never at risk for any of the stupid shit he does, so I don't really care. And she turns and starts walking towards you slowly, Twink. And then as she
I also
walks,
pause.
you both like there's a tension in the air. All of the archers like draw their bows back. And then she gets smaller, until suddenly there is that woman that looks like Lorelai standing in front of you. Does Twinktania require an apothecary?
Very much so.
I know she told me I couldn't eat anyone, but you're kind of technically in charge here, so can I eat people?
Look, like if I get prisoners of war and shit, I don't like them. We'll talk about it.
Damn.
Can I set up anywhere I want?
I would avoid the big tree on the other side of the island.
Why?
That's technically not part of the island. It could disappear at any moment.
Oh, got it. Another plane. Okay.
Yeah.
And what about? And she like gestures to the volcano. It's more of my sister's vibe, but a layer is a layer.
Right.
Plane.
Your sister will probably live there at some point.
Oh no.
So if you're cool with putting up with that, I don't really care.
No. Like her eyes kind of glow a little.
I'm not saying you have to. It's up to you.
Everywhere
else is free.
I mean, I could probably help. I've gotten a good look of this island so far.
She like turns to you like 15, 20 feet away, and she's just like, yeah?
Probably. What are you feeling? Nice and grassy?
I mean, you could also
Lots of
come with us
trees?
and check out, the other place if you want to. I mean,
No, I don't like the cold.
that's what she said.
I don't have fire like she does. I get cold.
But yeah, I mean, I avoid the big tree. If it sticks around after everything, you can have it. Don't really care.
Well, and she leads out, she like pats you on the head like a child, and she's like, I'm glad I didn't break your neck.
Please don't do that.
Oh, just stay on my good side.
Yeah, well, don't do that.
Alright, elf boy. Show me someplace moist and shady.
I got you.
I'm a look over to Illis. I think we're good.
Did she just turn into a person?
Tell no one.
Okay. It's weird to think that she was that little elf that I hated for like 500 years.
Oh,
Like she
Yeah.
could have just did to. Oh my god, that explains some things.
okay. So we should probably disperse before she sees us.
We're
Let's
good,
go.
everybody. We're good. It's fine. Return to the beach. Await further instruction. I'm gonna go have a conversation with the Admiral of Twinktania. Just like walks.
I just so you know, I also walked up to Lorelei after that.
Yeah, so you walk up to Lorelei, and then you see Illis like walking past Doc. Being like, hello, Dockery.
She's staying?
Yeah,
When's a good time to bring up the 32,000 gold?
never.
At that moment, Doc over his shoulder goes, "Hey, Vala! You did say you owed me a favor, and you definitely weren't lying."
That's true. I owe you a favor. Doesn't mean I'm going to give it to you. You gotta learn Zone of Truth, kid.
Yeah.
Maybe if you're nice, pretty boy, like as she walks away after Mara.
Why do they keep calling both of them? Like, Doc just kind of shakes his head.
So, even if I said, hey, you can stay here, and if you protect the island, we can call it square after 300 years?
I think she's gonna stay here regardless, so maybe that could fly. But maybe just... I just convinced her to not try and kill me and everybody on the island. Maybe
I'll
give it a few
3 days.
months. Maybe
Oh.
give it a few months. Maybe years. We
you-
live for
mm,
several thousand years, Twink. It's a few days is an extremely short amount of time.
I get that, but in 3 days, this island could be gone.
I mean, it's that or you risk getting eaten in a giant poison maw.
It's 32,000 gold. That's a lot of money.
I also don't know if she actually has access to that much. She's good at lying.
Yeah, but you did, and you had a whole treasure thing.
Yeah,
she's
now
gotta
it's
have one.
gone.
We don't know that for sure. I start patting her on the back. We don't know that for sure.
It was the most heartbreaking thing that's happened to me in half a fucking
But
millennium.
hey, there's still a chance. In fact, I picked up a new spell, and maybe we can find it.
She actually has tears coming down. She's like, do you know how long it took to hoard that much gold as a person in a person body?
No,
A long time!
we can look for it later.
Lotus, Eggled like runs past you, just out of nowhere, goes sprinting past you.
Oh. You should go running too, Ellis.
Illis already walked away.
Oh, I thought.
She's almost a twink.
Oh, I
or
was
she
following
almost-
after
yeah.
her.
Oh, then yeah. So then he sprints past both of you.
You should go.
Lorelai looks up as Eggled comes like skidding in and gives her a hug. Oh my god. It's like, no, I think this is a pirate Bondi moment thing. Not
But
because
aren't you guys?
yeah, it's complicated.
But then wouldn't it mean more because you don't like touchies?
Yeah, but I don't like touchies.
Yeah, but it's Lorelai. So
My
that'll
emotions
mean
are
a
my
lot.
emotions are complicated, kid. Let's
Okay.
She walks up like at Eggled, like pulls Lorelai back and he's like, "Are you okay?"
That's the most emotion I've ever seen from him.
And she's like, Yeah, I'm fine. Let go of me." And he's like, "Okay. I was just really worried." He like sees Illis, he's like, "I'm sorry, I'll set." And Illis like comes in and she puts a hand on Lorelai's shoulder, and Lorelai's like, "Oh, you came. Hi. You missed the fun bit." Illis is like, "No, I got here in the middle of the fun bit. I saw." Turns down Twig, she's like, "So you have dragons on your island now?"
Well, I guess technically you had one too.
And Illis is like, "Yeah, I just didn't know." It explains a shocking amount of
But
missing persons cases.
I didn't either, though. So, like, that's where we're at.
Well, glad to know that we're both in the same situation, I suppose.
Yeah.
And Lorelai, before Illis can react, like pulls Illis in and just macks on her in front of all of you.
We are no longer in the same situation. You are in a
It's just
completely
like
different situation.
Eggled's like, maybe we should give them some space.
Yeah, Lorelai, find me later if you want to go look for your
Not
dog. Okay,
reacting
bye.
to you at all. You like turn to walk away.
I've never seen that before.
Who
People
are you
kissing.
talking to?
She's just speaking out loud.
Okay.
Are you
That
just
means-
standing? Are you just standing there, Lotus?
Like, just
come back and
watching.
be like, no, come on, you're coming with me.
You guys all like, if this was a movie, you all walk off screen and Lotus stands there for like 5 more seconds just watching Lorelai just mac on Illis, and then Twig comes back and like grabs her and pulls her away.
Here's Aldrich.
Aldrich flew up and like landed with you. Just was
Hey.
basically like, "Are you good? Are you alive?
Yeah, I'm alive.
Are you well?"
I don't. I feel like this is a private moment. We should go.
Yes, we should. You like turn to walk away, and his head does the owl thing back.
Flicks him on the back of the head.
Ah! Mara, you are walking off into the woods with Vala.
Do I get attacked by boars?
A boar. Yeah, actually, a boar.
You
comes
think so? With a dragon walking with it?
Hang on. A boar comes sprinting out of the brush at you, and before it can get you, literally just dragon head, just and it's just standing there like, So those are the boar you're talking about.
Yeah, there's a lot of them. They hate me.
Ooh. So you're
You
bait.
might. Yeah, wait. Don't do this to me. Come on, I'm giving you a place to find a nice house.
Dolus in the ring. Alina has not been talking your ear off. She has actually been completely quiet the whole time.
What the fuck? She had one job.
She's really good at not being present. She said it.
Okay.
And as Illis and Lorelai have their moment, and Vala is taken off to whatever her new abode is going to be, and as you all walk through the fucked up remains of half of Twinktania, that's where we're going to end our session.
Lovely.
Dragons.
It's finally revealed what Lorelai is. 54 episodes into the show.
I had hunches.
You all had hunches. Some of you were more accurate than others. I really
Some of us were
appreciate it.
completely accurate.
Yeah, one of you was completely accurate, and it was Ian.
I mean,
Actually, I'll tell you after session.
Oh,
Yeah,
yay!
we'll hear
I
about
love
it.
it. I'm excited. All right. Well, thank you all for watching. This one was basically an extended cutscene with quick time events, but I had fun.
It was really cool, dude.
That was
Hell
Well
yeah.
put together. Well put together.
All right. Well, come back for more fun adventures next week. Every Monday at 5 p.m. Eastern, right here. You could also go to our Twitter.
Except the first one.
And you can accept the first Monday of the month. You'd also go to our Twitter, and we have a Discord, and we have a Ko-fi where you can get the episodes early on Fridays and also get access to a bunch of cool stuff. Like maybe high-resolution versions of the cool Lorelai art that you saw earlier. And I think that's it. I think that's everything I have to play.
Buy
Oh, also
dice.
buy dice from Dice Goblin, because they sponsor us, and they're awesome! So bye-bye!
Bye. Oh, he did a one way.
Ah!